what it is today. I'm not in a good mood. I've already snapped a couple of people's heads off already this morning. No, not you. I was nice to you. They're all nodding. Good morning. Now I'm on air. I'm happy. That's the main thing. It's where I belong, isn't it? Look at all this. Got a fabulous show. Lucy Brennan is in the house. It's very hot in here, isn't it, Lucy Brennan? It's like sauna this morning. Anyway, would you like to have a look at today's menu? Here it is. Lots of words there, aren't there? So now, as you can see there, would you like to have a look now at what we're doing in each of the hours? So we'll just put the menu in the preview so I can see it. There you go. 8 o'clock, we've got the Alison Glass quilt by Lucy Brennan. There it is. Oh, that was well typed. There it is. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it absolutely gorgeous, right? Stunning. That's 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. We have got menu, please. That's right. 9 o'clock, we've got all my favourite Prym. We've got all my favourite Prym. This included is back in stock. I know, I'll tell you all about it later. It's fantastic. It's a so very useful show. I've got loads and loads of goodies in that show for you. I'll just give that to Chris on floor then. Then at 10 o'clock, Lucy's back with the kite ruler. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Now what she's done is she's simplified the kite ruler to show, because for people like me and Hannah, who aren't particularly bright, she's done it especially for us. You'll be able to do it brilliantly at home, absolutely brilliantly at home. Okay, so that goes there to Chris. Now look at this. Look at this gorgeous bag. In my 11 o'clock hour, I've got storage, and this is just, well, storage and carry. Isn't it lovely? It takes me back. When I was a student, I had a portfolio about this size. I used to carry it around like this. I thought, I had my leg warmers and my very tight yellow trousers on. And this, can you imagine it, can't you? I'm a little pixie boots. Sight for sore eyes. There you go. Thank you very much, Chris. Right, now, before we go any further, no, I'll tell you about this first of all, how you can get in touch. Go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. And what you need to do is you need to, well, have a look at it now. It's coming up. Oh, no. There we go. Click on Watch the Show Live. And then what will happen is, you have to log in to do this, see? Well, there's me modelling my portfolio back there. See the square there? It says Message Studio. Write a message there. Please, please, please keep it as short as possible, only because it cuts you off after about 140 characters. That will go through to producer Hannah, and she will then send it through to the tablet on my desk. While we're there, now there's nothing there at the moment. See where it says products from today's show? Excuse me. Everything that we've got on today's show, whether it's a bundle, whether it's a bag, whether it's a ruler, anything, they'll all appear there. So if you do join us late, you think, well, what's John had today? You can have a quick look. Oh, now they're going up to the top of the page. You see where it says add to the basket? The item that we're actually auctioning at the time will appear there. You can just click on it and add it to your basket. Now, one of the brilliant things about Sewing Quarter is you can check out as many times as you like during the day, and you only pay one post and packaging of £2.95. So if you buy something in the 8 o'clock hour, something by the 9 o'clock hour, something in the 10 o'clock hour, then something off the web this afternoon, then it's all one P&P for the 24 hours. It's brilliant. Right, now we do have a little promo going on today. You see this? This could be yours completely for free, right? Just the bag, not what's in it, just the bag. Just the bag, right? I've got a very short film for you to have a look at to see how you get this for free.
For today only, we've got a fantastic free gift for you. Buy any fat quarter of fabric and you'll also receive this free fat quarter storage bag when you quote code FQFUN at checkout. This pink floral bag is both pretty and practical. It has a transparent front and removable side sections to stop your stash from moving around when you're sewing or quilting on the go. But hurry! This offer is limited to the first 45 customers, so don't miss out. Head over to sewingquarter.com and take your pick from our gorgeous range of fat quarters in packs and single pieces.
What I forgot to tell you before we did the little video there is you can also get in touch on the email as well, right? So if you want to send in a picture, which we love getting your pictures, or you want to send a longer message in that needs an answer, studio@sewingquarter.com. Studio@sewingquarter.com. So get your pictures in, get your long messages in. We love, 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 love. Especially as I haven't been in for 3 days, so I'm feeling a little bit unloved at the moment. I've had a nice 3, well, I say a nice 3 days. I had Auntie Alma's funeral on Monday. Then I went to Panoramic 34 for afternoon tea for Gail's birthday on Tuesday. Then I went to see Scylla, the musical. I'll tell you all about it later. It's brilliant. Absolutely. If you can get a chance to go and see it, it's brilliant. Right. Do you want to have a look at a picture of this quilt, right, that Lucy's going to show you how to make now? Isn't it beautiful? It's the Meridian. Alison Glass Meridian, it's called. And now it's featured in one of the magazines, which I'll tell you about in a little while. Right. Before I do that, though, let me tell you about the bundle we've got here. The instructions, Lucy will go through them in a second. The instructions are so thorough. But within the bundle, you also get all this fabric. It was, what did we say? It was 16 meters. 16 meters of fabric. So you get half a meter of each of these, all Alison Glass. Now, some of them you will have seen before, some of them you won't have seen before here at Zone Quarter. So you get half a meter of all of those. And then over here, oh, there you go. Beautiful, gorgeous fabrics, aren't they? But not only do you get all those beautiful ones there, you get these here as well. This is, we love this. Do you know what? In some ways, that's too good to be a backing, isn't it? But I always say put a gorgeous backing on something because then you can flip the quilt, can't you? Flip the quilt. So now you get 4.5 meters of this gorgeous print. Oh, we'll look at that in more detail later. Oh. Jay, we've had, I'll just explain. Little Mike, who's normally on cameras today, his wife just had a baby, and the baby's not, no, the wife's not very well, so he's had to stay at home till come. So Handsome Tom's coming in, and so, no, Handsome Rob's coming in. We haven't got Handsome Tom. Handsome Rob's coming in. So in the meantime, Jay's on camera. That's why it's going, you know, like that a bit. Anyway, don't worry, Jay. Never let go of the camera. Right, so you've done that one. You also, now you want, oh yes, you can see the pattern. There's 2 meters of that fabric. Then there's 1.5 meters, was it, of each of these? Or a meter? No, no. Han? Yeah, it is 1.5 meters of these 2 gorgeous fabrics as well. So 16 meters, and your instructions. Now, the instructions are for free. You haven't been charged for the instructions at all. So you're just paying for the fabric. So you are, well, it's just brilliant. Now, I need to warn you that the code might change, but I'll keep you informed as to whether the code will be changed. We're trying to get more bundles made for you at the moment. Oh, blimey, it's all going to done today, isn't it?
It is.
Don't kiss me yet. Kiss me now. She's had her hair done, and we had to have the whole story about how she had it cut, where she had it cut, what they talked about. Was it Barry Manilow? No, not Mary Manilow. Cilla Black you talked about, wasn't it?
Yes, I do love Cilla.
We love this quilt. And those, on the picture it doesn't do justice, they're big, aren't they?
Yeah,
those blocks are big, aren't they, and gorgeous. And you're going to show us how to make, well, how you go about doing it, because it's quite, not do you know what, this is where you need to go to your YouTube later as well, so you can watch Lucy. You can watch Lucy doing all the little bits and bobs, because it's quite intricate. We're looking at that bed for a long time, weren't we then? I think that's a subliminal message that we all need to get back to bed. So now, in the instructions, let me just talk about those first of all. You get so much in the instructions. Look, step-by-step guides, placement, diagram, layout. Then you get every template that you need. Oh, hang on, you can't see all of these. There you go, I'll move across for you there. Every single template that you need. They go on for pages, the templates, because you do need, because if you remember, each block is slightly different, isn't it? The red lines, Lucy will explain this, but the red lines is where you join them together, but I'll just show you. So all the templates, all the instructions, and a picture of the finished quilt there. I wonder if that was Rebecca Reed putting that book on that bed like that. Anyway.
Artfully placed. Artfully placed.
Thrown casually, I would say. So, people putting them in the baskets already. Oh, and checking out.
Yeah.
Oh, right, off you go.
Okay.
Right, I'll shut up now.
I want to just explain that although there are lots of template pieces, you put them together so it isn't complicated in that there's ever so many, because it looks like the small little pieces that you have to put together, but they're not. They're big pieces, so you have to tape the templates together.
Right.
So when you get your pattern, I would recommend copying the templates.
Yes.
I wouldn't cut them out of the... Because
you can't cut them out because they're on double sides, aren't they? So,
yes,
yeah.
so you need to copy them.
But when you photocopy them, you need to look at here which edges have got the red lines on, don't you?
Yes, you do. I did it in colour. You can do it in black and white because it's very logical. So putting them together is not difficult. It has the red line, so that makes it easy for matching them up. But also it says, you know, it's got all the names and this front. So you can see template D. So you can't put them together the wrong way. They won't fit.
No, they won't fit together.
So that's quite simple. So really, it's like Drunkard's Path
I was going to
pieces.
say that. We did one, didn't we, that wasn't a Drunkard's Path, because Drunkard's Path, aren't they all the same shape?
It would all be the same.
Yes,
yeah.
we did one day with a layer cake, you and I, didn't we, where we did some big, some little...
That was a bit that was improvised.
Improvised, yes, sort of thing. So this is like a structured improvisation almost.
Exactly, yes. So in some ways it's easier because you're using the templates, so...
Yes.
You know, if you're worried about cutting or whatever. And then, so that's...
have they got a number
yes,
then?
so D. No, it's just letters.
Letters.
So D, template D, template C, template B. They each have two parts.
Right, yes,
template
okay.
B, template A.
Oh, okay.
So A is more like your traditional
Yes.
Drunkard's Path.
Yes, because some of those look like that, and some look a little bit more...
Yeah. Some of them are circular shapes.
These two.
Okay, so if you put that together, you would
make
get
a circle, yeah.
And then some of them are elliptical, so more like an O, you know, would make up an oval.
Oh, okay,
just
okay,
off,
got it.
Off slightly. So C and D are elliptical shapes, and then the A and B are circular ones.
Right.
So it's more like a Drunkard's Path. Okay?
Right.
So that's your first thing. Copy them, cut them out, stick them together.
Right. I'm being told by Hannah. I've just got to stop you 1 second because this Meridian quilt is actually in today's Quilter, the Today's Quilter, right? Now, if you've never ever tried a Today's Quilter, had a look at Today's Quilter, it's a gorgeous magazine, isn't it? Gorgeous,
yeah, it is.
gorgeous magazine. And I've just flicked through it now. This is the one that's in the shops at the moment, right? Let me show you what it looks like. So if you go to the shop, that's what it'll look like. You get a free gift. You get so much with these magazines. You get 2 gifts with this one, actually, look. And look down here, right? Ooh. Save 20% at Zone Quarter. So, this is my advice, right? This is my advice. Pop out to the shops and get this one now, because obviously if you make a subscription, you won't get this one. Then you'll get 20% off everything at Sewing Quarter, right? But then what you need to do is you'll love it. You will absolutely love it. We've got a special deal on the subscription for this magazine. Oh, there it is. Look, you see? Look, you see? So now we've got a special deal, because obviously if you subscribe today, you won't get this copy because it'll go from next month, won't it? Look at this, you get it. Now this is something very special. I don't know if I should be telling you about this really. Well, it's in the magazine, I can do. I've been to film that quilt at the museum in York. And there's a very, very exciting project coming up next month. Include this, and you get a 2-in-1 binding tool with this as well for free. What you need to do to get your subscription of this magazine, go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. You'll see that there, the UK's finest sewing and quilting magazine, because there's three sisters, I like to call them. It's Today's Quilter, Simply Sewing, and Love Patchwork and Quilting, right? What you do is you click on there, you go to Today's Quilter, go to the bottom of the page. Now, subscribe to Today's Quilter, click on it, and look at the price. Look at the price. That is a special offer we've got at the moment. Does that say 72% off? 72% off. So, do you know what? I'd pop out today, get this one that's in the shops now, see how much you love it, and then do the subscription. And there's always great projects, and there's always presents, there's always free presents and things like that. So I just had to tell you that. Sorry, Lucy, I'll let you go on.
No, that's fine. I love Today's Quilter. Okay, so you've cut these out. Now, I think it says in the pattern you can put them on card,
right,
or cut them out, trace them and and cut them out of card. I didn't,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know that you have to.
Excuse me.
But, I mean, if you were wanting to make even more blocks, you know, if you're using them a lot, you might want to cut them out of wood paper, you know, to keep them nice.
Right.
But you're not rotary cutting.
Oh.
You're cutting with scissors. So I'm okay keeping it as the paper because I'm not rotary cutting. But obviously if you're going to use them a lot or you want to save them for next time, you'd be better cutting out of card.
I'm going to ask a question that millions of people at home are now. Why no rotary cutter?
You trace because you're tracing the curves. You're not cutting out the whole shapes. You're cutting from squares and strips.
Oh,
okay. So you need a rotary. You cut.
So you cut the strips and the squares with your rotary cutter.
I mean,
but
you
to actually
could do it with scissors, but I did use the rotary cutter because it's so much quicker. So you're cutting out squares and strips, and then you're just the only bit you're cutting is the curve.
Yes.
So it's easy to just trace it and cut it.
Now each of those looks different to me.
It is.
Each of those ellipses or meridians or whatever they're called, medallions, they're all completely different.
They're all different.
So in the instructions, does it tell you how to make each one?
Yes. So in the instructions, you have a layout guide. So you've got all your step-by-step, and then you have a layout guide.
Right.
So you're following this to make each section.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are you going to be showing us how to do now then?
So I'm going to show you the basic principle.
Right.
And then you can follow the instructions, you know, to get each block exactly as it is in the quilt.
So the instructions for each block are almost the same, but you've just got different fabrics and different layers.
So the technique is the same, but it's just you're just looking at which bit you have to cut.
Yes.
Having said that, you could sort of make it up. Once you've got the basic principle of it, you know, if you want it to be exactly like that, then yes, follow that layout guide of each block being the same. But just, for example, if you made one wrong,
it wouldn't matter.
Look wrong. It wouldn't throw out the whole
quilt. As long as you finish size.
You know?
Oh, well, yeah, as long as you finish size, it's all right, because I presume you're doing 4 quarters.
But
you
sort of can't really go wrong, she says.
Yes. She says.
She says, because you're starting with the squares.
Right.
And you're just lining, you'll see as we go along, but it's only, you could sort of accidentally do the wrong curve.
Right.
But so long as it all ends up as a square, you put them together, it will be fine.
How big is that quarter of your, because that's a quarter of your finished block, isn't it, that one?
Yeah, so I think they're 10. Because you cut those 10 inches, so it'll be 10.
So the finished block is like 20 by 20, because I would call
the whole of one of those, the whole of one of those would be a block,
isn't it?
Really, yes.
It's it's going to look gorgeous in my bedroom, that one. The blue, I mean, I love blues, but then I love that flash of pink in there as well. It just gives it that extra, like a highlight, isn't it? Anyway, I'll stop wittering.
So you cut out the background pieces, and I chose to use, you know, the cream and the white. I think it's a nice mix, and they have here, so you can see there's just a slight tonal difference in the background, which adds to it as well.
Of just one fabric.
So you mix the backgrounds.
Yes.
So.
But if you wanted, no, the backgrounds have to be these two fabrics.
Yeah, but I think because you've got a mix in there,
No. I was just thinking
really
if you wanted to mix the background, but then you'd really have to mix the background, and that would take away the whole story then. So yeah.
You can do what you like.
You can do what you like. It's your quilt.
Do what you
exactly.
like. Yeah.
So you've cut out your squares.
You've cut out your squares, and then you choose from your fabulous stack of fabric.
Yes.
Which ones you're going to use in each block. So some of them have 2 pieces, some have 3.
That's got 4.
Yeah, that's got 4. So you would look at your layout.
Yes.
See which one you're working on and decide which ones. But you could look at it as a block as a whole and decide which ones you're going to put where.
Yes. Yes, because I was going to say they haven't got a pink middle, but you have. I don't know if you can see it. There's a pink middle down at the bottom.
But that's got a background piece in it as well as a curve.
Oh yes.
So you can mix.
So you can mix and match.
Yeah,
mix and match completely. Let's have a quick look at these fabrics.
So I would keep the pink one as your
highlighting one.
Yes.
So
I would use that more sparingly. Okay.
Okay, the pink one there, this is the pink one, right? Put that to one side. You don't get any, do you get any less of the pink one, Hannah? You don't, do you? So but you just put the pink one to one side because all the others are blue and they are all tonal, so that could be your highlight one. So you put that over there with those. Now, look at these. Now, as I say, some of these you have seen before, but I've never seen this gorgeous geometric one before. That one with the lines and arrows on. You see, now we've seen that one. I've seen that one in black and orange, but I've never seen it in the blue before. This one here.
And the detail in that one's beautiful.
Well, I always think that one's like Alice in Wonderland,
like
that one.
Like a little bird. I think there's a bee in there somewhere.
There's a bee, there's a rabbit, there's an ace of spades and everything in there.
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland.
It's very Alice in Wonderland, isn't it?
True. Lock.
Oh, what?
A lock.
Oh, a lock with the S. The detail is gorgeous, isn't it? Completely gorgeous.
And I love just the geometric shapes that are in there as well. It's not just...
Well, yes, but then you also, I've never seen this one before. We've seen the pattern before, but I've seen it in yellow, I've seen it in pink, I've never seen this gorgeous kind of lavender sort of colour. Yeah, that's lovely. So then this one, that one's new to me as well. I've not seen that one before. That's nice. Then there's that geometric one again, which I absolutely love. And then that one there with the stripes. And oh, that's lovely. You see what I mean? They tone beautifully, don't they?
They do.
Right. Okay, so
you're going to pick out your fabrics that you're going to use from this.
Right.
Now, I would...
Go on.
Personally, not put two of the same print together.
Okay.
I would try and mix the prints and mix the tones of the colour.
Okay,
I might use two of the same in the same block, but I don't want it to be its neighbour.
Yes.
Do you see? So you choose whichever ones you're want to work with.
There's 13 different. There's other 13 of the half metre. So 12 blues and 1 pink. Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, that's the really fun bit. So.
Okay, now what's unusual is that you've cut a whole square out.
Yes. So this is like your background.
Canvas.
Yes, it's your canvas. This is what you're working from.
I'm sorry about my sniffing, by the way, Lucy.
That's
I've got something started.
Don't worry. So this is where you start using your template.
Right.
So you begin with A or... Part A. Or
no, template A.
Template A or template B, I believe.
Right. Also, I must point out here on here, I don't know if you can see this, but it says template A, but it's part A, part B, and part C. So you've got the three. You see what I mean? It's part A, but they're all in there, and these are the red lines where they're joined together. But make sure you put all of template A together.
Yes, that's how you connect it. Just that bit's not going to do the job. So you have to stick the templates together. So then you line that up, and it's very clear in the instructions, very, very clear which one is going where.
Okay.
Read it through before you start, so that you're understanding the concept, and then you can begin. What's
not very clear is we've had to take those graphics out because all of the kits in that graphic have sold or in baskets, right? Don't worry, we've got more, but they had to make the extra lot in a different code. So those people, if they got them in their basket, when they check out, everything will be fine, won't it? Right. So you get exactly the same thing. So many have gone so quickly, we've just got more, but that's a different code now. It's a different code. Exactly the same thing. What I'm saying is the people who've put them in the basket and the other code, they're all right, aren't they, when they check out? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's very, very busy. Right, sorry, I will let you get on.
No, it's fine. And can I just say...
You can say what you like.
It's not hard. I promise it's not difficult. The instructions are so thorough. The method that you're using, if you've never sewn curves before, this is a great place to start because it's so clear and they're not tricky.
Right, okay.
Okay? So you're laying out your template on your square
Canvas,
that you've already cut out, and all the measurements are in the pattern, and then you're just going to trace along that curve.
Right.
Okay.
Just using one of our retractable
using
pencils.
a pencil. Okay, and then you cut it.
Oh, on the line?
Yeah, on the line. So you just...
Now, some people will cut that with a rotary cutter, won't they?
These left-handed scissors.
Oh, yeah, they're left-handed. Why have you been given left-handed scissors? Oh.
That's not working very well.
I haven't got any.
Oh,
hang on, they're only in my basket. No,
No.
gone. We'll be with you in a second.
No, Oh, I've only got the...
Quick as you can,
I can't
Jay,
do
or
it with
Chris.
my left hand.
No, don't
I'm not
worry,
that
don't worry.
ambidextrous.
No.
So you're cutting that piece out, okay? And then the next thing you're going to do is take your strip.
Come in, Jay, straight in. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Thanks, Jay. Sorry. Thank you. There we go. That'll be easier. And I mean, this is going to end up in your seam allowance anyway.
Yes.
But obviously you want to be as accurate as you possibly can, cutting on the line.
Like colouring in on the line.
Yeah, like colouring the lines. Staying in the lines. So you're cutting that out. So
Right.
then you could use this to make...
Another centre.
You know, like, or to make another curve, or you can keep it and use it
In
for
your
something
stash.
else.
I'll keep that there in my
Okay.
stash then, yeah.
So now you can see already. So that
Yes.
becomes your outer bit.
Yeah.
So then you take a strip, and the measurements again are all in the instructions. And you're going to cut the inner part of the
Oh,
A.
okay.
Okay.
Now, this is where I'm confused, right? Because on that one, you've got 3 colours plus your background.
Yeah.
But if you cut all of that out of this, that's
Yeah.
only 2 colours.
Yeah. But some of them you're only having to, some of them you're only having 2.
Yes.
Some of them you're having 3, some
Oh,
of them
okay,
you're having
okay.
4.
But you, I see.
So-
So the one you're making has only got 2 in.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No.
I'm going to do it with 3. Yes, no. Now, you can trace that and cut it, or you could use your rotary cutter at this point to get a straight edge. So
Okay.
I'm going to do that. And I will just say, depending on the block that you're making, and it's very clear again in the pattern, some of the templates you use from the front and some from the back. So sometimes it
Oh,
might
yes, you've got
be
to turn it over, yeah.
a reverse curve. So I'm just doing the same block, but obviously you've got to have some
Yes, flip.
flip
Yeah.
the other way. So all you're doing is literally
Yes,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then I'm going
You
to
see the line
find
you've
my
drawn?
line.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
there it is. We do those pencils in white as well, you see. So on that you could get a white one to draw on the blue, and you got a grey one or a black one there.
Yeah,
A black one
just
to draw on the white.
Yeah. I can see it, but it won't be very clear.
No, on telly, no.
No.
Stash?
Okay. Yeah. So
Right.
that's the first part.
Yeah.
So we're going to sew that together. Okay?
Okay.
So there are a couple of different ways of doing this. I'm just going to show you initially how it recommends you do it in the pattern. Okay. So you're just folding your piece in half to find your centre point.
Do you want pins?
Pins, yes, please. And again with your outer section as well, you're just folding that in half. Okay. Open those out, and then you're going to match
The halfway point.
the halfway point. Okay. So you match that and pin. And then you're matching the ends, and they'll be going straight across.
Yeah.
So you've got a straight edge there, pin, straight edge here, pin. And then you're just going to ease.
Do you only need your 3 pins?
No, you need more.
Are you going to do it?
Just going to ease that so that those edges are matching, and just put a couple in there. You can do it without, but initially.
But you normally
might
do a
want to
curve
start-
without, don't you?
Yeah, I do it without.
You have to look at the camera when you say that. This is how the instructions
I
say, or
don't
if you're
pin.
new. No.
Yes. Yeah.
But as you can see, it's not like gathering in, it literally just
No,
sits
it
exactly.
literally just sits, but just for peace of mind, you can just hold that in place. Okay. Thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
and then we sew. So we're using 1/4 inch seam, and the first stitch is straight. I'm going to take the pin out.
All right.
I can't do it. So the first stitch is just straight.
Now, which one have you got on the top and which one have you got on the bottom?
I
you got the
have the
pattern
curved.
on- yes, that's right, yeah.
The curved piece is on the top,
Yeah.
and
Both
then
curved.
I'm setting my machine to 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Checking.
And how big's your stitch?
But the stitch is quite small. It's 1.8.
Okay, but some machines 1.8 is your
So that's the
default stitch,
default
isn't it?
one, yeah. Oh, it's eating
Oh,
it.
is there a problem?
Yeah, I think the thread is twisted, so I'm
Okay,
just going to re-thread the machine.
while you
I'm sorry.
unthread the twist, no, untwist the thread. I'm going to go and do the bundle. Is that all
Okay,
right?
yes, that's fine.
Come with me and you'll see a gorgeous bundle. Right, we are making this a quilt. There's a bundle enough to make that quilt. You don't get the blue cushion and you don't get the bed and you don't get the picture. Oh, it's not a picture of me by the bed. Is that a teacup on the side there or a candle? I wonder whose bedroom that is. I've got one of those beds in one of my spare rooms. Anyway. Alison Glass, beautiful, beautiful. There are 13, right, there's one pink one, which is that, as we say, the highlight one, and then 12 other mixtures of blue, lavender, green, aqua, turquoise, beautiful, deep cornflower. Half a metre of each of those, oh, I'll move my hand that way, there you go. Oh, don't they look gorgeous? Oh. Then the little pop of pink there for your those little flashes of pink within it. But you don't only get that. Oh, no. You get this. Now, we love this fabric. Now, I've forgotten its name. Sorry, my brain's gone. Diving board. That's it, diving board. It's got such a beautiful Art Nouveau feel to it. Look at the... Oh, pretty Raphaelite, is she? Can you see her in there? There she is. I think now close up like that, I think she's a flower fairy. She's a flower fairy, isn't she? She's a mermaid. Where's her tail then? Go down, go down. Oh, what? She's a mermaid. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, there's a great big octopus in it as well, because if you pull out again, you'll see a great big octopus in the middle. This is like, it's like David Attenborough, isn't it? This is the Deep Blue Sea 2, whatever it's called, that programme. This is the backing. This is the backing. You get 4.5 metres of this. It's beautiful, isn't it? Do you know what I'd be tempted to do? And this might be sacrilege, but I might be tempted. You know the lovely pens we do? Just cut, not the whole thing, but just do a little... Yeah, I'm being agreed. Lucy's agreeing. I just think that's gorgeous. Anyway, that's your backing. 4.5 metres you get. All beautiful Alison Glass fabric. And then, on top of that, you also get now the two background fabrics that Lucy's using are... Oh, this reminds me of weddings. You know, like a 1920s wedding. Now, what you can't see is it's the same picture. It's the same diving board design, but in a deep, deep, deep clotted cream. You won't see it on the telly, I'm telling you now, even if we come in really, really close. Whoa, there you go. Thank you, Rob. So let me get this right, you get 1.5 metres of that, or 2 metres of that one. 2 metres of that one. And then the other two background fabrics are this one here, which is the one, you won't see that either on your computer screen, but I'll tell you, the television screen. It's the one with the doves and the bees and the stars on. That's in like an ivory. You get 16 metres of fabric in total. And then this other one here, which I'm not going to take to, it's the same as this print here. If you look at the print on that one, that print, it's the same as that, but it's in ivories and creams, look. And they're the backgrounds of your blocks, not the backing, the backgrounds of your blocks. So hang on, so that one there, I don't know, well, I'm just looking, because they've used the cream, and they've used, you can use as much as you want, you see what I mean? Anyway, let me move on, because we've got lots to do. Lucy's got lots to do. And you get the free instructions, remember? And you get the instructions completely and utterly for free. Yes, now hang on, Hannah's just telling me. The first code that we had on screen has all sold out now, but exactly the same thing, exactly the same price, we just had to make more bundles, and you got a different You got a different code, that's all. Right, sorry, Lucy.
Okay, that's
you
all right.
fix the machine.
Yes, I should have just sewn it really, but I didn't want anyone to miss.
No,
sewing
exactly.
it.
Thank you.
So it was just the thread was twisted
the
round the needle. Okay. So I'm just using my 1/4 inch foot and just guiding the fabric around. So it's not, you know, it's a very gentle curve, so it's easy. You just want to make sure that it's matched up.
Yeah.
As you're sewing round.
Don't forget, if you've got any, you're very quiet on the questions there. If you've got any questions for Lucy about this or about anything, or any messages you want to send through, just use the web chat to get through. We haven't had any yet. Did you have that storm last night in Birmingham? You stayed over in Birmingham last night, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you have the storm?
Yeah, there was scaffolding falling down.
I'm not surprised. I thought my whole roof. I thought my whole roof was coming off. Normally it's quite. Where I live, my house is right in the middle of fields, right? And normally when you get to bed, that wind coming around the back of the house is really, really lovely. Yeah. Last night it was like the whole house is going to shift.
It was terrifying. Okay, so there we go.
Oh, Lucy, nice hair. Rose says hi, nice hair. Snowing here. So a morning for the TV. Oh, nice shirt, nice hair. Right, okay. So no, that's brilliant because it just sits perfectly round.
Yes, it just sits perfectly round like that. So then, and there, you get these little tucks because as you're where you've pinned and as you're turning.
Yes.
That's not actually in that. You know that will press out.
Yes. So it's not a tuck.
It's not a tuck. It's just a crease from how you do.
So do you want to iron that
if you
now,
just
then?
yes, so press that and it will go in towards the. Press it in towards the
let me move
feature fabric. Yeah, so to the dark side.
Yeah.
If you will. Okay. And
okay, could you just show where you've curled that in? They didn't quite get that. So it's just ironed, pressed into the inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, brilliant.
And then this is where the fun really begins.
Lucy, you look gorgeous with your new haircut, Marcia says.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. She's there. She's not here.
Thank you. Okay, I'll just get embarrassed. Okay, so then you move on to...
Oh, we haven't finished it. I thought that was finished.
No, that's not finished. This is just the first part. So now we're going to... No, we're not doing it that way. We're doing it this way. Concentrate, Lucy.
So now you've taken the same... Is this the same one that we used?
No, this is C I'm using now.
Right.
My pencil.
What have you lost now?
My pencil.
Pencil. It takes you through all this in the instructions.
Yeah. So, and you look at your layout guide. It might not be C. You might just go to D.
Right.
Or you might be using B.
Referring back to
instructions. So you're referring back and it will tell you which one. So it could be, it's not going to be A because we've just used A.
Oh, but it could be any of the others.
See, and you can see there how that's a different curve.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So you're looking at the instructions and seeing which template you're using. Okay.
So in the layout guide, in the instructions then...
Yes.
If I could just find it there.
I'm going to draw this on.
Yeah, you draw that on there while I show this then. So as you can see on each of them, I want to call them orbs, you can see here all the different layouts and where you've put which one's gone. So does that tell you which curve to use next? Is that what these are all about?
Yes.
There?
So you'd use A. I think that's A. One's A, one's B.
Yeah.
You'd have a look. And then see CF, that means you're using the front.
Yeah.
DB, that means you're using
the back.
D on the back.
Yeah.
So you're just referring to that as to which one you're...
Oh, and it's telling you here exactly what all of those mean. So in your instructions on this side here, it's telling you everything that you need to know for the layout on that side. Brilliant.
So I've just drawn that line and I'm just cutting it out.
Oh, wow. So you're always cutting on the line. You don't have to add
horribly wrong.
Yes. So that's a stash now, isn't it? There?
Yes. But it looks incredible.
Well, no. The thing is, though, you see, I'm saying stash, but look, later on...
Oh, yes, you can reuse those parts.
That bit.
Absolutely.
For this curve here, you see what I mean? You can mix and match. So you're not wasting. You're thinking, oh, you're cutting all that off. first of all, it's a nice, good, big piece to put in your stash. But secondly, you will use it.
Yes.
Did you nick my other 2 bits of stash?
Yes, I did. Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. So again, now because I used the outer part of C that I traced on there. So now I'm using the inner part of template C from a printed fabric.
Right.
I'm going to trim this off again with the.
So this isn't a quick project you're knocking up in a day, is it?
Not really. No. And you, if you want your pieces to be exactly the same, you need to sort of focus.
Yes. Just as well you haven't done yours the same then, isn't it?
But you could mix and match. I think you can mix and match fine. I'm just making a mess today.
Yes, you are.
So then you just cut this piece out. Make sure you've pressed your fabrics first.
Yeah, so what Alison Glass has done is she's taken her range of fabric and she and her friend, now her friend, I wasn't going to say she's done a science degree, but Bobrovsky or Bobrowski. You see, we had a fight about which way round it was.
We didn't quite have a fight.
No, not you. I'm talking about when I did the voiceover the other day. Not you and me. We don't fight, Liz.
No, we don't.
She's in such a crabby mood this morning. She's been snapping at everybody.
Okay, so you can see how this is building up. Okay, so then you can just do the same thing, fold, and match your things.
But,
or you could do it a different way.
Yeah, come on then.
So yesterday, you weren't here.
No, I do have to have the odd day off,
I know. So yesterday, I used a glue pen to sew a curve. So I haven't actually tried it with this, but I think there's no reason that you can't do that with this, she says. So I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'm going to show you how to do it if you wanted to glue.
Okay, we sell the glue pens here. The graphics will come in a second.
So if you want to glue,
do you want to iron that crease out, or are you all right with that crease?
No, I'm all right. I'll iron after, So you're just going to match up that straight edge, okay? And then I put a pin in there just to hold that in place.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I take the glue stick and I'm just going to glue all the way.
Did you do the half and half mark again?
No, I didn't.
Oh, no. Would you advise doing the half and half thing?
Well, you can if you want.
Oof.
And then you're just going to press your seam together.
Not with the iron?
No. With your fingers, sorry. Yeah, to hold the glue.
Yes.
So the glue holds. And just make your way along.
How brilliant is this? Because Hannah is terrified, aren't you, Hannah, of sewing curves? And I bought her a quilt you have to do all curves for Christmas. A kit. To make... Well, you said you like clamshells.
Oh, I love
I bought her this lovely kit, which we should really get for next year. And it's like clamshells in all different caves in blue.
Oh, how lovely.
She's already got it already. She doesn't want it wrapping. She's got it already.
She's just got it so she can make a start.
No, she's not allowed to start
she's
till
not
Christmas.
Start till Christmas. Oh, okay. You've just let her have it.
Yeah.
I've not pressed that very well. Hang on. I might need a bit more glue.
More glue.
I think it's drying quick because it's so hot in here. There we go.
Yeah, because Rob's on cameras. You're going a bit... Ooh. You see Joy, when Rob was in, when Joy was in, Joy was like, do a close-up of this one now, Rob.
Oh, we get to look at Rob all day.
I didn't say that.
Okay, there we go, that's better.
He's a vegan.
What does that mean?
Nothing, doesn't mean nothing, means nothing.
Okay, so when
Helen, well, I saw this in the magazine and thought, no way could I do this, but Lucy makes it completely doable. Helen in Derbyshire.
It is doable, Helen. So you can, it keeps coming undone, but it won't be as hot in your house and it will stick. But what that does is it gives you that flat...
I think that's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
How come we've not done that? We've been here since January the 31st and you've not done that before.
I don't.
Did you do a curved quilt yesterday
Yes,
then as
I
well?
did,
Oh, right.
yeah. So mine's come unstuck, but yours won't.
Yeah, no, but did you just suddenly think, I could do this with a glue stick?
Well, I did it for a pattern for the wedding rings one.
Right.
But I use a glue stick all the time.
It's funny, isn't it?
And I use it for zips and, I mean, just everything, because it just makes it so any time you need something to stay,
yes, And as you can see, Lucy's stitching straight through the glue, so it doesn't affect your needle, it doesn't get claggy, it dries clear.
Yeah.
And if you do wash it, it just disappears. Anything that is left there just disappears.
It will wash out.
Yeah.
And the different, it's a yellow one in there, but they're all the glue is all the same.
There's pink, there's blue, there's yellow.
Yeah. You just get different colours for the different fabric.
But it doesn't mean any different, you know what I mean? It's all the same glue. Sally says, morning, John and Lucy. You two are a great way to start my day. And Lucy, you are so good at demystifying how to deal with patterns.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll give that one a press. And again, the same.
Margaret's got a question for you, though. Okay. Morning, John and Lucy. Lovely to have you back, John. Oh, thank you, Margaret. Oh, blimey. Lucy, can you make it into a smaller quilt, i.e. a single one, please? Love, Margaret.
You just make less blocks.
Well, hang on, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Would a single one be like that and to there, Lucy?
It would be what the...
I think that is a single.
Or have...
Oh, no, it's laid on. No, I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. I like my quilts to go over and down to the floor. So on a normal double-sized bed, I've got like a super king size. But that would look lovely on a single bed as well, Margaret, because it would go over the edges. But if you wanted to, you just stop it there and there, I would imagine. And that would be your single bed size. Or no, that would be long enough for a single bed.
No, it wouldn't, would it?
Or you could do it. You could do it from here to here. Depends where you want your circles, I suppose, doesn't it? Right. Anyway, Margaret, hope that helps.
Quick.
My love.
So then I'm going to take...
No rules, rather loose.
D.
We've only got a few minutes left, you know.
Okay, well, I'm
not rushing you. I'm not rushing you in the slightest. 10 minutes.
Okay. So then I'm going to do... Shall I do D or...
Which one are you doing?
What do I do on that one? Yeah, I'll do D. So, I mean, you can follow the instructions. It's not a guessing game. It tells you which ones to use. I'm just sort of making
But as you say, you can make it up if you want to, because as long as it ends up being a 10-inch block, or whatever it is, the size is, it doesn't matter.
So I'm going to take this one, because I love this one, and get D. And so it tells you the strips. You can see I'm cutting from strips.
Yes.
So there's very little waste cutting these out from the strips.
Yeah.
And it gives you the widths that you need for the different pieces. Yeah. The B and D are slightly smaller, obviously, because your inner curve is smaller.
Yeah, it's low. Suddenly, now I've said it's the end of the hour, loads have suddenly gone in baskets and loads more checked out. So please, please, please be careful.
And you could make 2 small quilts.
Yeah, out of the bundle, you could do.
You
can make 2 gorgeous. Do you know what would be lovely for Sunday afternoon? Make 2 quilts, 2 like big lap quilts.
Yes.
And then you're sitting watching the telly all hung over. No, I don't drink, so it's not me anymore. I'm talking about Hannah now, but
Hannah.
her and Karen, her housemate.
Matching
oh no, there's
ones.
3 of them now, aren't there?
Oh, is there?
Oh, there's another one. There's a friend who's just kind of moved in. He doesn't live with them. He's just there all the time. Not little Paul.
Okay.
It's not little Paul. Morning, beautiful quilts. Love Lucy's instructions. Make everything look so easy and doable. Great teacher. Kiss, kiss. That's from Laurie.
Thank you, Laurie. So I drew this and didn't cut it, so I'm just cutting this bit out. So it's the outer section on the bit. The inner section is the bit that you're sewing next.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is very simple.
Oh, yeah, now this one's definitely elliptical, isn't it? You can see that the next one's an oval shape rather than a...
Yes.
Stash.
Yes. So you can see that there.
Oh,
so
nice.
it doesn't look like it's going to fit together.
No.
That's right.
Yes.
Because you need that give when you're sewing the circles. So because of this heat, I'm going to just fold this one.
I don't think we were in the tropics.
Think about it.
You're having a hot flush. Shall I get you a cold
I was a bit
flannel?
worried you might faint earlier.
Me?
Yeah.
It was very hot in here
It was
earlier, wasn't
very
it?
hot. I didn't feel hot then, but I do now.
Because you're under pressure now.
There we go. Yeah, no.
What's the matter, Hannah? Oh, Elizabeth. Hello, John and Lucy. Thank you. Oh, no. Hello, John and Lucy. Thank you for making the instructions so much easier to understand from Elizabeth in Kent.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Oh, no. I mean, it is nice to see. And also, it's on YouTube forever now, isn't it? So you can go back and watch what you're doing.
Yes.
But it is lovely to actually physically see somebody do it. Even though the instructions are amazingly clear, just watching someone else do it. And the joy of being able to watch on YouTube and fast forward.
And if there are things that I've said that don't make sense, they will when you read the instructions.
Yes. Well, you say
so
do a lot of it.
It does work.
Okay, they've put Arctic chill on now. Can you feel it? Does it
Yeah,
reach?
That's better. There we go. And then you can, you know, you can either pin or just ease as you're going around. I might pop one in.
Okay, I've only got 3 minutes with you left now.
Right, I'll just sew it then.
Right, I'll sew then.
I'll just sew.
You don't like pins,
I just
do you?
don't like them, no. Usually
The only thing you've got to watch when you're doing a curve is that underneath fabric, you don't want it to get caught. That's the problem.
Which is why gluing is great.
Yes,
because it takes that worry out. You know, you're not going to have that problem.
It's funny, when I first started work, a glue stick was thought of as an absolute no-no. It wasn't as advanced as it is now. Because I used to work with a woman and she used to glue everything with a glue gun. And I'd be like, she'd go, clag it on. I'd be like, I've just done 2 years at Wimbledon School of Art, darling. I can't clag on. But you know what? They're brilliant. They're just brilliant, aren't they? Because you are actually stitching. She didn't stitch, she just glued
Yeah,
on.
and when I'm saying glue stick, I'm of course referring to the fabric pen.
Yes.
Not
the sew line one,
not a
not the one,
stationary.
not a stationary one.
No.
Oh no! Can you imagine trying to sew through on those
People
stationary ones?
it doesn't work. I'll tell you, it does not work, and it makes everything sticky.
Yes.
Whereas this is, you know, it's like
well, this is made for a
washi
purpose,
tape is like a low tack tape.
Yeah.
This is like it's like a low tack glue.
We never did get our washi tape, did we? We were saying quarter.
I brought it up yesterday, John.
Oh, you've asked for it again?
Yes, I have.
We were going to do sewing quarter washi tape.
I want washi tape.
I've got some in my drawer if you need any. It was a
Oh
present.
no, I've got 3.
Oh, all right then. Oh, well, off you
I carry it everywhere because I have it in my sewing kit because it's so useful.
Jackie, say happy birthday to Jackie.
Happy birthday, Jackie.
She says, John and Lucy, thank you for brightening my birthday morning. Jackie in Greater London.
Have a lovely birthday.
Have a lovely day. Now I've only got a minute left with Lucy, I know.
Okay, it's my Jones tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's Joan's birthday.
How old is
tomorrow.
she?
She's going to be 8. Happy birthday, Joan.
Oh.
For tomorrow, I'll be there.
I'll be here. I'll be here. Make her watch in the morning.
All right. There we go. She'll be at school.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll let her watch it later.
Do you make her watch it later? On her birthday?
Oh, sadly. Yeah.
Can't you, isn't it? Oh,
we get fined now, don't you? If you keep
do
your kids out of school. Yeah. Although she's not feeling very well, she might be watching now.
Oh.
She's not very well today.
I'm not very well about me, huh?
And that's it. I mean, we could do another one, you know, you could do the, oh, excuse me. B is the smallest one. Where's B?
Oops.
There, so that would be if you were doing the 4.
If you did our 4th one, yeah.
If you're doing the 4th one, it will be that one.
Can I just put that there?
Yeah.
Now, so when you're placing, what you've got to remember is don't think of each block as an individual thing because you could end up with 2 fabrics the same next to each other.
Yes, well, that's what I was saying. If you're doing the whole thing.
Yes.
And this isn't, it should be meeting there, but I haven't followed the instructions, so I've
probably
not done the right.
Fine.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
But yes, look at this as a whole and pick out the fabrics.
But also, if you put 2 together and suddenly go, oh, I don't like those, that can go in one of the other blocks and you can make another one to go there, couldn't you? Because they're all going to be, if you follow the instructions, they're all going to be the same size on the outer one.
I started with C and I should have done...
Yeah, exactly.
Day.
There's the still. Brilliant. I'm going to go and do fabrics now, if that's all right.
Okay.
You're back in an hour.
Yes.
Doing that lovely cushion. With the kite, with the kite ruler, and really lovely bundles on that. Thank you, Lucy. You're a gem. Oh, take the instructions with me. Right. Bundle, 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 bundle. You get 16 meters of fabric. There are so many of you with this in the basket. Okay, half was already gone. Half have already gone. So there you get all those fabrics, 16 meters of fabric. The pink one there as your highlighter one. So what it is you get half a metre of each of these. Oh, and Lucy, do you think, is it made to, it will use up all the fabric? There won't be much there'll just be little bits left, won't there? There won't be much fabric left, so don't be thinking, oh, I can make 2 out of this. Remember, sometimes we go, we get 2, we get 3. This is literally to make 1 double-sized quilt. But you get half a metre of each of these. They're gorgeous, aren't they? The pink one there for the flashes of pink of the highlight within the quilt. Then over this side, you get 4.5. This is just, do you know what I'd be tempted to do? And I know it's an Alison Glass quilt. I'd be tempted to get a Spectrum Solid and put on the back and then use this for something else because I just adore this fabric. Absolutely adore that. Oh, we didn't talk about the actual quilting. They've done it with the wadding or the quilting. Long arm quilting, this is, long arm quilting. What I'll do is I'll put the wadding into my next hour. So you get 4.5 meters of this one. You get 2 meters of this one. They've gone, 2 meters of this one, 2 meters of that one, and 1.5 meters of each of those. All those fabrics, and you get the instructions completely for free. Completely and utterly for free. Yep. Some people might have just seen it in the magazine and thought, oh, I want to do that. Now you could do, rather than go to the shop and try and order all the Alison Glass fabrics separately, or our shop, they're all here. They're all here in the kit, all bundled up for you. We would advise you, though, as always, to check out. Only because you know what's going to happen. Now that we've finished our, people will start checking out, and I don't want anyone to miss out. If you really, really want that quilt and love that quilt, you do need to check out as soon as you can. Here's the finished quilt. It's nice, isn't it? Beautiful. Yeah, love all those blues. It's the shape of the background that's making it look as though it's got a big wedge cut out the top. It hasn't got a big wedge cut out the top. Don't go anywhere. It's me next with So Very Useful. Lots and lots of gorgeous Prym tools. You know what I'm like. See you in 3.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
Hi, I'm Angie Atwood and here are some of my top tips. One of my top tips is how to easily thread a sewing needle, hand sewing needle. Instead of trying to push something flexible, which is your thread, through the eye of a needle, if you swap them over in your hands and hold the very, very tip of the thread just between your finger and thumb, and then take the more rigid needle and place the eye of the needle over the thread, then you will thread it far more easily. My second tip is with regard to pins. A little bit like the world of wadding, where there's such a huge range, there's also a huge range of pins out there, but particularly for patchwork, for very fine piecing and accurate piecing, it's a very good idea to invest in some very fine pins, sort of the silk pin weight. These ones here are a particularly good size for piecing patchwork, and it's not until really you put them up against some other kind of pins that you realise then that the larger ones almost feel like knitting needles. These are great for quilting, when you're pinning through quilting, but for your piecing you want very fine precision silk piecing pins. My third top tip is regarding your fabric. I know it's beautiful when you get your fabric and it arrives from Sewing Quarter beautifully in its box, and it's all beautifully folded. The first thing that you want to do is to open it right up and have a look at the whole expanse of fabric. My top tip would be to not unfold it too far, certainly no further than when it's folded off the bolt like that. It makes cutting so much easier if you haven't disturbed it too much off the bolt. You can get yourself a nice fresh cut edge and then turn it over and start cutting away very accurately.
This Black Friday, it's time to treat yourself courtesy of Sewing Quarter. We're adding a splash of colour to Black Friday Sewing Quarter style with outstanding offers and delightful discounts exclusively available on the 24th of November for 1 day only. From designer fabrics to sewing machines, you'll be able to grab a special deal on Sewing Quarter products starting midnight this Thursday and ending when the clock strikes midnight on Black Friday. We'll be revealing all very soon, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled for more information on our amazing deals. See that Black Friday? It's tomorrow, isn't it? Now, I've just been told what it is. You've got to watch tomorrow. You've just got to watch tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. It is fantastic. Right, 3 things before we get on with the John Scott Sewing Shop, the haberdashery shop over there. A lot of you are asking about why we had the magazine out. What it is, you know, we're a sister company with, well, lots of magazines, but we are Simply Sewing, Today's Quilter, and Love Patchwork and Quilting, right? The quilt that we've just done with Lucy actually came from this month, the current issue, the one that's in the shops now. Now, what you can't see on here is because when it comes in the bag, there's a discount off everything. If you go out and buy this magazine today in the shops, right, a discount of 20% of everything at Sewing Quarter is in that magazine. This is what I would do, right? Now, I don't know if this is what the management want me to say, but this is what I would do. I'd go to the shops today and I'd buy this one. See how gorgeous Today's Quilter is. Now, what you get is you don't only just get the magazine, you get the free gift of the Devon County. I've been to film one of these quilts in there, and you get the free gift of the 2-in-1 binding tool. And very quickly, I won't go through the whole magazine, there are so many projects and so many beautiful. Lots of the designers that we work with, you'll recognise from in here as well. Loads and loads and loads. That Alison Glass quilt, we're going to bring you more things like that in the future. Look, you see, there's the one we've just done with Lucy. Oh, so it wasn't, it'll have been Alison Glass took the picture, I imagine. But look, anyway, look. Beautiful, isn't it? All those lovely, oh, look. We should, I'll make that. I'll do that one. Just casual for the first quilt, I'll make that. Anyway, you get all of that. So now, we've got a special offer on at the moment. So if you go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com, right, on the front, you see there where it says the UK's finest sewing and quilting magazines. Click on there. And they are the 3 magazines, you see, that I just said. Love Patchwork and Quilting, Simply Sewing, and Today's Quilter. All 3 of them are our sister magazines. Scroll down the page on Today's Quilter. Then click on Subscribe to Today's Quilter. Now, wait till you see this. You can get a subscription 72% off. 72% off. Now, I don't know how long that's going to be there. And I wouldn't want to add any undue pressure or anything whatsoever. But... so fantastic, because if you start your subscription today, if you decide today, you won't get this one. It'll be the next one, next available issue, isn't it? Anyway, that's that. The other promo I've got on today, so many gorgeous gifts. Would you like this as a free gift? Would you like this lovely? Now, you don't get the fat quarters inside, just the bag there. Lots, but now we need to be checking on the quantity, don't we? Because watch this very, very short film of how you can get this bag for free.
For today only, we've got a fantastic free gift for you. Buy any fat quarter of fabric and you'll also receive this free fat quarter storage bag when you quote code FQFUN at checkout. This pink floral bag is both pretty and practical. It has a transparent front and removable side sections to stop your stash from moving around when you're sewing or quilting on the go. But hurry! This offer is limited to the first 45 customers, so don't miss out. Head over to sewingquarter.com and take your pick from our gorgeous range of fat quarters in packs and single pieces.
So now we need to check, don't we? How do we check? Will the call centre tell us? When all 45 of... Oh, it won't be the call centre, though. Oh, I don't know. We'll get it sorted. Right, now, very quickly, from the last hour, I didn't show you the wadding that has been used for that gorgeous quilt, the medallion quilt there, Meridian quilt. This is what was used, £27.99. Lovely, isn't it? Use that. Now, the graphics across the bottom of the screen are going to be the actual quilt... bundle that we did from the last hour. There you go. Now remember, if you're looking at that thinking, oh, that's not the code I put in earlier, it's because the first code sold out. We created more bundles for you, and that had to go under a different code of FIGC55. Okay, that's the quilt we're talking about. Lovely. You need to check out your baskets, though. She sounded a little pull today. Right. So many of you got that. And hey, I know what disappointment is, you see. So, right, now, our friend Irene was in a few weeks ago, right? And Hayley and I were the ones who discovered her, right? And then she's been in to do shows with Amy, and she's been in to do shows with Natasha. And then she eventually came into a show, and we had a computer glitch, right? And we couldn't sell any of her items. So what I need you to do now is see this gorgeous automatic needle threader for all types of needles, $5.95. Fabulous Christmas gift, fabulous stocking filler. Now you're gonna watch a short film now of Irene and me. Now, I might say, I haven't seen the film, but I might say these aren't available. They are now available. They are now available. So if you hear me say in the film, these aren't here today, these aren't here today, ignore that because they are here today. Watch this film. It's about 8 or 9 minutes long, so watch this film.
Now, most of us can't see which direction we're putting the needle in. So
What,
it's
the whole of the needle?
The eye. It's called an eye joint.
Okay. Oh.
Eye goes down, thread's hanging without any tension. And
Okay, so it just went...
just drop it.
Okay, just drop it in there, right?
And then as we slide the button, if you watch the needle, it's actually turning or nudging the needle to find the eye.
How does... Well, I'm not going to ask how it does that because that...
No, that's a secret. Then we pull the thread and we take the needle.
So you just drop the needle in any direction whatsoever?
Straight, and emphasis on the dropping, because if you try to place it and dig it in, it can get trapped.
Oh, okay.
So, or it goes at the wrong angle.
Yeah. So I'm going to confuse it now by twisting it around.
You do that.
And I've just dropped it in.
Yeah?
Thread's there.
Yeah, no tension on the thread, and just slide the button. If the loop doesn't come through the first
there,
time, we do it
it's
again,
there.
but it usually is there.
Right, so what do you keep pulling?
Keep going until the end comes through, and then you've got single thread.
Oh, because this is just for single thread. So, and then you just pull it out.
Yeah.
So don't put a knot. Don't put a
Even
knot
with a
in
knot. Even with a knot.
That's got a knot on it. So
Not
even with the
intentional.
knot, that will work.
Not intentional, but
Okay.
yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Single. Got that? Do it once more?
Yeah, Hannah's got very quiet, but
Right,
yes.
Okay. Double.
She's just watching. She's enthralled by
I'm
you.
glad. So, equal length on either side.
What are we doing now, sorry?
We're doing double.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you still put the thread in
In the same
way.
position. Well, the obvious way would be to double it,
That's
wouldn't
what
it?
I was thinking,
Right?
yeah.
So I thought you were reading my mind. Oh, no, I was reading yours,
Yes.
maybe. So, look, then we tend to only get one loop through, and you're hoping for double. So you
okay.
could keep hitting and hitting. It doesn't really seem to happen. So you hold that little bit of thread, and I'm pulling that through, and sure enough, it's double, and we take out the needle.
Right.
But a customer with a rather more logical mind than I've got said, why on earth don't you just half the thread? And then we got exactly the same loop.
Oh, yes.
And then, of course, you pull it just halfway.
Okay.
And we're out.
And it's shockproof as well.
It is very durable. And then a lot of ladies, oh, not sexist comment, a lot of people who do cross-stitch use that loop to go through to start. Shall I quickly show? I mean, I didn't mention that to you, but we could.
No, you didn't mention that to me before.
Shall we show it?
Yes,
but
yes,
the
yes,
ladies
yes.
know it, so it's like
Yes.
teaching Granny to.
No, it's fine. Not, you
Isn't
could
it?
never presume.
No, sorry.
There could be somebody watching that Hannah today who knows nothing about this.
So that little loop, and you go through the material, needle through the loop, and then we don't need a knot.
Oh, wow.
And we
Did you
teach
see
that to school, to kids in school, because they make it an almighty knot, and it's a big mess.
But that's a fantastic, because a lot of the times when you're sewing a binding on and things like that, you normally have to take the end and push it back through, whereas that, you just start off.
Oh, sorry,
So
I
to
mustn't
show
put it in the
go,
on the table.
Yeah, single thread through, but half and half, right?
Now, it's
No, it
missed the
didn't
thread,
work.
so I'm moving. It's terrible. Seriously.
There you go.
Right? Now, pull that just enough to make it secure, really.
Yeah.
And then take the needle. And then go through.
Then level it off.
Yeah, and then go through that loop. Okay?
So we've done single thread and we've done double thread. What else does it do?
Glitter thread. Shall we talk about that?
Yeah. It's like a lame metallic-y thread,
Yes,
is it? Let's have a look at
exactly.
it.
And because that's quite, I call it springy, I don't know what the word is.
It's kind of not springy, but it's kind of a bouncy. It's kind of a. It's
the
not
word.
stretchy, but it's. Oh, you can here. Look, this is what it's. You know the threads you can use. It's kind of like a lame or a lurex, or a lurex thread, really, isn't it? But anyway, so.
And very effective on Christmas work.
Oh, you're being all
Christmas.
topical now. What do you say
Needs
at
most
Easter?
it.
Very good for decorating
Bunnies.
your Fabergé Easter eggs in
Yeah,
your bunnies. Okay.
So I've doubled that because it needs a little bit more weight.
Right. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so you've actually doubled, when you put it in there, you've
I've
doubled
laid it there double, even though earlier I said don't lie it there double.
Yeah.
And I tend to hold that button so that it doesn't spring back in.
Because on the normal thread, you let go of that button at the beginning, didn't you?
yeah.
Whereas this one, you keep hold of it until you've
Yeah.
pulled it through.
Would you like double or single? Are you ready?
Single, please.
Single, so
Yeah.
make me work a bit harder.
Yes.
Oh, then we only need to show that.
Brilliant. So
Right.
we've done single, double, springy.
Springy. Invisible if I could see it.
Well, that's because it's invisible. Oh, was that you making a joke?
No, I genuinely couldn't see it. Right, this is
Yeah.
invisible. A wee bit more tricky for obvious reasons.
Yes. But you've done a double one on that
I've
as
done
well.
it double, and I have to go down to make sure. There it is, it's there, I think. Is it there?
I don't know, I can't see, it's invisible.
There we are.
You see, because that's really difficult
It
to thread
is,
a needle
it
normally, isn't it? Right, okay,
So now, multiple threads.
why would you need multiple threads?
Very pretty. Cross stitch, embroidery.
Oh.
It's called blending.
Blending. It's a new one on
Indeed
me.
it is. It was to me when I started 20 odd years ago.
Normally
when we use when we do embroidery, you use a bigger eye needle, but I'm trying to be
To show off.
yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever comes through, which is usually 1, occasionally 2, we just pull that. And then realign the thread so that, I haven't mentioned what's happening inside. There's a little bar. Didn't tell you about the bar.
Oh,
did
so
I?
it pulls the third one through.
Yeah. So then I'm going to move the thread again. Oops. Get that. Now, let's hope they're all through.
So this is if you're doing multiple strands but with a normal needle.
Yeah. But I must emphasise, most ladies would use a longer eye.
Yes,
Certainly
yes,
a longer
yeah,
eye.
yeah. And does the
Now-
machine work with a longer eye then?
Very much so.
Oh, okay,
I'm just
right.
showing it on tiny
Yeah.
ones. Now, usually it's done, but I wanted to double check. And by checking, I mean making sure that the bar I've just mentioned to you has gone through the eye.
Not the normal bar.
Not
that
the bar
you're
we
standing by.
like.
You. Right.
We hold that little button,
Yeah.
which is spring-loaded, yeah?
Yeah.
And if the needle doesn't move, then that means that the bar is engaged. So now I know that one's 100% thread.
Okay.
So then I'm taking my multiple threads.
You see, there's the invisible thread trying to make another comeback there. Because you'd never be able to do that just by trying to put it through in a normal needle like that. Impossible.
I don't think so.
Okay.
And that, I think that's about it. I can add that one to this if you wanted to.
Oh,
you can
that-
actually
oh.
try. It doesn't always catch it, depending on the size
So
of the
you wouldn't
eye.
put your lame through with your...
I would. I just
okay.
forgot.
Yeah. It's very honest.
I meant to do 4, but I only did 3, so I'm definitely going to check it to make sure that
Yeah,
it's got it.
yeah.
So we've
there
added,
it is,
there
yeah.
we are, and that's double, so that's kind of 5 threads through that little eye. Yeah?
Brilliant.
Permission to go to the other side?
There's another hole.
Oh, there is.
Okay, so we've been using one with the white...
Only with the white cap.
top. I didn't realise there was
Yeah,
another one.
and
yeah.
the top lever.
Oh.
So now we're
Yeah. So what
going to-
ribbon?
ribbon.
What needle have you put through? What needle have you put in there? Oh, like a bodkin
yeah.
needle, yeah, like a darning needle.
You're going to ask me what size.
Is it the
about a
same
20
thing? Can you put it in any direction again?
More or less. Shall I just drop it in?
Yeah, see what happens.
Right. Sometimes it turns it.
Oh, it turns
Again,
it
I
then.
can check it. It
Yeah.
did turn it. But given that we can actually see the eye, why not put it in the right direction?
Okay.
And I forgot to say, for health and safety reasons, thread first. That's what they tell us on my
Why?
risk. Well, just in case the ladies catch their eye.
Okay.
That's for my risk assessment.
Yes,
So
that's fine. You've
double.
covered yourself there.
Yeah, thought I had.
That's brilliant for when you're doing ribbon work, isn't it? When you're
Yeah.
kind of threading it, if you're threading it through any other kind of fabric, that's
Exactly.
absolutely brilliant. I
And
don't
then-
want to jump ahead, but can you do it with elastic?
Yes, next time.
No,
I didn't
no,
bring
no.
elastic.
But like a
sharing
she-
elastic.
A shearing
sharing
elastic, you do
very
with a
much
shearing
so.
elastic. How
Yeah.
brilliant. So that's ribbons.
Ribbon.
What you got now?
This, we're not sure. Organza, I think it is.
Yeah, organza
That's
ribbon.
what I
yeah.
call it.
Yeah,
Same.
brilliant.
And then, shall we use?
Oh, my word.
Because that's the challenge, the large
What on earth's
removal.
that?
It's for putting eyes in teddy bears.
It's for what?
Putting eyes in soft toys.
I've never seen... Now, maybe we show Joe Carter this. I've never seen a needle that long before. Okay, sorry.
And it hasn't got a particularly big eye, so
No.
I have to do this. I have to kind of feed it through. It is through, but
So,
just do it a couple
all the
of times.
thicker ones on that side of the...
Exactly,
Yeah.
and identical. I don't think we'd want that double, so
No, exactly.
we're going to pull one end through. And then take the needle. And...
Knitting wool?
Knitting wool.
Is that the same needle?
No, this is a bigger eye.
Okay.
Now, I can't tell you what size, I think a 20, but big.
Okay.
As big as would
That's
physically
the
fit
kind,
in there.
people who work with wool, that's the kind of
Would
needle
use
they'd
a
have,
bigger
yeah.
eye. And again, make sure, look, because this can split it a little bit, so just really, really feed it through and be brutal when you pull it through.
Okay, brilliant.
And that's the wool.
Fantastic. Now, it's lovely seeing Irene, isn't it? You see there, I've got one in my hand as well. Flying out, absolutely flying out. So please, 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 lots of people multi-buying. Well, it's a brilliant stocking present, Christmas stocking present, or a Secret Santa. Or do you know what? I'd have those in my, I have my cupboard upstairs with all presents in and everything. I'd have those ready. Right, now the rest of the 45 minutes now are going to be very, very fast and furious. But I just want to show you this, right? This is also one of Irene's gadgets. We love this. We love this. It looks very odd. You think, when am I going to use that? You'll be surprised how often you use this, right? It's a telescopic magnetic retrieval pen. Now, obviously, it comes on the card. I'm not taking mine off the card, but look. It extends out like that, like a telescopic... Now, this is brilliant for, like, Janice, when she's at home. She drops all her pins on the floor, right? And Martin, her boyfriend, is always treading on the pins. All you have to do is go around like that. You have to bend over. I can't do it now because you can't see it. Like that. And it's just brilliant. Now, you kind of think, oh, it's only good for picking up pins. Right. Oh, I've dropped my keys. Dropped my keys. I know, very dramatic. Acting. Right. But, right. Look at this, right? Ready? Look how many keys. These are not my keys, by the way. I don't have the, what's he called? The incredible hunk on mine. Hulk. But aren't they brilliant? So if you drop your keys, like, oh. It's just fantastic. Oh! I'm picking up more. Oh! I love it. I think it's brilliant. Now, I know my friend, oh no, I better not say because she's buying them as Christmas presents. A friend of mine is buying a lot of these as Christmas presents for people. Isn't it just fantastic? But, just if you have to you don't have the yellow bit, that's the packet. I just haven't cut it off the packet. You have a lovely little hand grip hand. And, you know what? If I fold it up, look, it's got one of those pen. You could put it in your top pocket, like a pen. I know loads of people. Isn't that brilliant for a stocking filler as well? Little Christmas present. Brilliant. And then Irene's other little gadget is, now it doesn't look much, just it looks like a little noodle bowl, right? It's completely magnetic. Completely magnetic, so you can drop your pins into it. Anything like that, right? But also, I'm just going to lift this onto the table to show you, right? It's magnetic on the bottom as well. It's magnetic on the bottom, so you could store things like that, couldn't you, on your metal shelf? Yes, so if you're working around your mannequin and you put it on the top shelf there, you can just take your pins on and off it, rather than put them in your mouth or stabbing them in there. Brilliant. You don't get the trolley, obviously. That's just my little work trolley there. Thank you, Jay. Ooh. Oh, he got it, sorry. I think I might be on a slope in it. I thought it would just roll to the other side of the table. It's carried on right the way to the far side of the studio. Anyway, £4.95, these little bowls. All of Irene's little gadgets always sell out. Always sell. The reason, when she was on last time, there was a computer glitch and we could only sell this. We couldn't sell the other two. Also, what Irene does, I haven't got one here now. You know those pins that come on like in a circle like that, and they've normally got pinwheel, that will go on the bottom there as well, because it'll hold, so you can have pins underneath it as well. We love it. We love it. Makes life easier. And all of Irene's products really do make life easier, don't they? Right. Talking about making life easier, Hannah's going to direct me now. Iron. Oh, I love this. Now, so many. You know the films that in the adverts and the designers prove. How many have chosen this? How many of them have chosen this? It's lovely. It's the Prym mini steam iron. That's how it'll arrive at your house. And this is what it looks like for real. We love. Now, first of all, look at this. It's got a 2-meter cord. How many of you can say, so you can plug it in, if your ironing board's over there, or you've got it on your desk and think, brilliant. Right, so what we have here is it's a steam iron. It's a steam iron, so you can open this little stopper here, fill it with water. You can see here how full it is with the water. Then this button here, steam on, steam off, steam on, steam off, steam on, steam off. You've got your little temperature guide there, like on a proper big iron. It's fantastic. This really, really builds the heat as well. It's very, very powerful. Nice little psh, psh. It's where your steam comes out. But what I love about it is lots of people have said, don't worry, it's not on, I'll put it on the table. What a lot of people have said is, first of all, it's got a nice weight to it, so you do iron nicely, but it's not like a big, heavy iron. Lots of people who said they had issues, dexterity issues, right? First of all, say it's brilliant because they can lift it, but also they can push it around by this lovely big handle on the top here. You see, you can just hold it like this. It's fantastic. It looks like a little mouse, doesn't it? Brilliant if you're doing little seams. Brilliant if you're doing your patchwork blocks. You don't have to have the seam on it if you don't want to. And also, Mandy Shaw said, gets really, really hot. It's very good for doing transfers as well. And also, because it's a complete... my iron at home isn't completely flat. It's like this one. It's got ridge... That's not on. It's got ridges and holes on it and everything. My one at home. So if you try and do sometimes when you try and do a transfer with something like this, then it is on. You know what I mean? Whereas this, apart from the 4 little holes there, I love it. $39.99. Always sells really, really well. It's also got a little clasp here where you can put the wire through as well. Wire clip there. Now Hannah says she doesn't like to use her home iron. That's it. No, I know. To use bonder web and things, really, she doesn't use it for anything. But she saves this one for her bonder webbing and things like that. Say that again. Oh. Karen shouts at her if Karen's the lodger, if she gets anything on the iron. $39.99. It is absolutely brilliant. A really, really, really good buy. And I've got one that I want to go to, and each time she says, she's got to go. Right, this is an ironing blanket. They call this an iron blanket. Now I can open this one. Look, it's like we had one on the desk all the time, didn't we? It's an ironing mat, but it's got the heat resistant in there and everything. Fantastic, fantastic. The reason we don't use one with our here is it's just a bit big for the edge of our table there. But fantastic. It's got, I mean, obviously you're not going to use it as a cutting mat because it's, but it's just for lining things up. You've got guidelines, you've got centimetres all around the outsides and everything. You have got different angles if you just want to put bias tape on it to iron your bias tape and everything. £24.99. Now, this is the blanket, remember, not to be confused with the sheet. The sheet is a bigger version of this with pockets on everything. This is like your own ironing board on your cutting table. It's just fantastic. Or on your, if you haven't got, also you can use it in half like this if you want to. So if you've just got that little space, just got that little bit of space, just want to, very important to press as you go. Very important to press as you go. It's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. £24.99. It's got lovely, like a cotton finish. It's got loves. Anyway, the smell doesn't matter. It's an ironing mat after all. Okay. I want to go here. I want to go. Right, you're thinking, oh, seam ripper, John. I don't know where the top of this one's gone. Seam ripper with a difference. Look, it's got an LED light on it. Lucy got so excited. Now, yours does come with a top. Obviously, I don't know where the top for this one's gone. Look. Look how bright that light is. Well, what's the matter with Michael, Ginger Mike? Oh, dear. I hope you didn't have a toy like this when you were a child. And then, look, the batteries in here. It comes with batteries, but you just put 3 little, I don't know what they're called, like watch batteries, I think they're called. They'll last for ages anyway, because it's an LED battery, isn't it? LED light, isn't it? $7.99. This hour is full of, do you know what? These are flying out. These are absolutely flying out. $7.99. As I say, yours does come with a top. So it is safe to put in the drawer and everything. Look, there you go, yours comes with the top. Also be used as a pointer. And then if you want to highlight the pointer. $7.99. It is not a toy and should not be given to anyone as a toy. Thank you very much indeed. Right, talking about lights on gadgets. This one has got its top on. Now, I've never seen this one before. It's obviously been on before. You know, sometimes when you snag your jumper or you snag a thread or something like that, and you just need something like a barbed fish hook to get in. This is very, very, very like what you use to make a wig when you make wigs, right? But again, look. So, you know, Hannah, when you wear your jumpers and one of the, oh, hang on, and one of the threads just comes through. No, nothing snapped. You know, just sometimes a thread just comes through. So it's a loop of thread, right? And if it's a fine knit, you can not always push. Like if you've got a big open weave knit, you can just push it through your finger. But if you need to push it through, right, you just use one of these. I'll just show you the end of it there. Yes, the fine knit jumpers are normally very expensive, aren't they? And you can just, there you go, the little barb there, you put the hoop through there, you close it through, and you just pull it through to the other side of the fabric, but with the light on it. Yes, well, if you think about how fine some of those knits are, you're going to need something with a light on like that, aren't you? And also, that's LED that won't get hot. And again, it's the 3 batteries in there. I love gadgets like this. I love, 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 love gadgets like this. Right, okay. And it's great fun if you just, Christmas presents. Christmas presents. Do you know what date it is? It's about the 23rd. So in a month's time, tomorrow, it's Christmas Eve. I know. Preparing, nothing. I've bought loads of Christmas trees for the outside of my house. It's going to be like a landing strip. I've gone a bit overboard. But then I got home last night when I drove back from the Wirral. The wind was whistling around my house. I thought, those Christmas trees don't stand a chance, really. Right, next. Can't stop and chat. Oh, this. I've not seen this before. Oh, right. No, I thought you'd say, no, not that one, John, not that one. This is brilliant. Look at this, right? Prym Love Needle Twister with sewing and darning needles included, £9.50. You think, yeah, what's so special about that? Well, look at this. That's how it'll come to your house. This is how you store it in the drawer. Now, Lucy's a bit worried because she thought it was a lipstick earlier. We don't want you to... Yeah, so you take the top off, right? Twist the bottom. You doing that, Michael? And there they all are. Yay! You know, like the little fine quilting needles we do, and you bang those. Well, you don't bang these. Yes, look. What's that music we do when they do rockets going off? No, not Jaws. You know when they're counting down to a rocket taking off. What's the tune they always use? No, not Thunderbirds. Anyway, this is brilliant, isn't it? And you get all those needles included. You get all the needles included, and it's quite stylish. And also, if you guys just have it on a shelf. You're not going to have the needles falling out all over the place, are you, or anything? £9.50. I just think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. Yes, you see, Hannah either puts her needles into a pin cushion and they bury themselves, or they just get confused with all the pins. Prym Love Needle Twister with sewing and darning needles for £9.50. As I say, this is how it'll arrive at your house. Oh! Right, now the next thing, I haven't got a picture of it in its packet. Oh, hang on. Show the packet, because I need to prepare for this. So if you just want to show the packet first. There it is. And you're kind of thinking, oh, what on earth's that, John? It's a turning tool. You know when you make your rouleau loops or your straps for bags or something like that? You get 3, right? You get 3 tubes. Excuse me, sniffing. Oh, no. Oh, limited. These always sell out. These, we do reorder them, but these might sell out. Been waiting for these to come back. You get 3 tubes, and you get 3 pushy through things, right? That's the technical term there, 3 pushy through things there, 2 wood and 1 metal. So what you do is, so if you've made your strap for your bag, and it's inside, Hannah made this for us. It needs an iron, but there you go. So what you do is, I'll use the middle size on this one. You take the tube, right, and you push it inside your rouleau. Now, obviously, one end of the rouleau is stitched. Then you take your middle size turny through, push it through the bottom. Oh, no, don't let me down. It's let me down. Right, you push the tube through, right? You push the tube through. Now, you put the turny thingy through the bottom. There you go. There it is. So now it's back to front now. Now it's back to front. But it's absolutely brilliant. Do you know what the problem is? It's Hannah's sewing. I'll do it again for you. So you've got your bag handle or your rouleau loop made. Oh, what's the matter with me? Yes. I think we need a new tube to be turned in and out so many times, this one. Then you take the end, push through. Oh, the phone's going. That'll be complaining. It'll be Hayley. That's nice. Thanks, Hayley. Thanks for your support. She keeps calling me grumpy this morning. Why am I grumpy? Hayley. Getting all 3 sizes, all for $7.99. Does come in a little lovely package. We just haven't got the packet. Do you want to see the packet while I put it all away? Oh, it's very limited, though. We always reorder it because it always sells. I love it. Well, I did love it till today. No, I absolutely love it. Yes, make me a new tube, Hannah. That would be brilliant. Right, where am I going next then? Oh, I know where I'm going next. Now, these have been discontinued, so I've only got limited. How many have I got? Right, I'm going to be honest with you, right? I've only got 8 of them, and that's it. We haven't discontinued it. Prym have discontinued it. I don't know why, because it's a bestseller. Right, so you've got a magnifying glass. Is it making me bigger? So it's got a magnifying glass, right? But it's also got a pair of tweezers attached. So if you've got to do close work, you look through there. Look. Super tweezers. I think I'm just waking up, aren't I? Oh, I haven't taken any. I'll take some cough medicine in the break or some sore throat medicine in the break. £5.49, but I've only got 8. Well, I did have 8. Don't know how many I've got now. £5.49 they are. Pamela, telescopic magnetic picker-upper is brilliant. I keep mine. Oh, I wonder what I was going to read then. On the metal leg of my sewing table. Ready for action. I've got it here, ready for action as well, look. You know the takeoff music I'm thinking of, don't you? I just think it's brilliant. I think Dads would like this. Yes. And I think little Paul would like, mind you, we'd have to make it a bit shorter for little Paul, wouldn't we? It doesn't beep, Mike. Michael's take it metal detecting. Doesn't beep or flash. But it is brilliant. It is brilliant. $4.95. Right, okay. That goes there. Now, I've got one of these. I have one of these because when I was with, I think Hayley must have been producing me one day, and I said, you know when you buy an ironing board that doesn't have a cradle at the end of it? And she went, all ironing boards come with a cradle, all ironing boards. My ironing board hasn't got a cradle, it's just one great big ironing board with no cradle. So I've got one of these at the end of my ironing board. It's a silicone iron rest. Now you only get one. This is what it looks like when it comes in the pack. You can see there, that's what you do. You just rest your iron on it. Now, I was going to say, if you wrap it up and give it to someone as a present, they're going to go, thanks, that's nice. Oh, I see, I'd like saucepans for Christmas. I've already asked for, I've got, on my counter in my kitchen, I've got like, it's a box with 4 cutting boards in, then 4 knives that match the colour. You're supposed to use one for fish, one for meat, one for vegetables, and one for other. But I only make vegetables, so they're all the same for me. But you have like a big knife, a short knife, and 2 middle knives. I've asked for a new one of those from Father Christmas. Well, you see, when you get older, you don't want surprises, do you? You want something you're going to use. Yeah, Hannah's only 26. She's a bit worried now that she's getting saucepans. Mind you, for my 13th birthday, I got a canteen of cutlery. So we'll not go there about my sad childhood. And for my 15th Christmas present, I got Edinburgh crystal cut glasses, whiskey tumblers. I know. Anyway, let's not go there. Oh, you're going to depress me again now. £5.99. I just think that's brilliant. I think it's just because like my ironing board does not have a cradle at the end, and that's brilliant for just resting the iron on. Boom, done. Job's a good one. Right, I'm doing these next. Oh no, am I not? Okay. Oh, no, I'll go with you, Hannah. I'll go with you. No, it's fine. I'll do the Prym chalk wheel. Shall I do the wheel or the mouse? OK, let's do wheel first. Yep, right. This is how it arrives at your house. If you use chalk for a lot of things, you know how you get tailor's chalk all over your fingers and everything? Goes everywhere. Which I know you need. If you're a weightlifter, you need the chalk to go on your hand, but not if you're making dresses and things. Well, no, I tell you, Amanda Wyatt's business partner, Simon, his son's a big wrestlery, weightlifting man, isn't he? 5'49". Right, don't know what that's got to do with it. The top, where's the... Right, Chris. No, that's meant to have a top, and that's meant to have a top. Thank you. Chris is my new floor manager. Manager? What did you just say? I'm like, he's not from round here. Well, no, he is from round here, and I have terrible trouble understanding what he's saying. Look, if you need to mark up a line with tailor's chalk, how brilliant is that? Oh, I've done too many for noughts and crosses. Anyway, it's chalk. I can't remember how many you need for noughts and crosses. There you go. No, I'll start again. There you go. I think it's just brilliant. I've been a bit heavy-handed there, haven't I? I was trying to play noughts and crosses with it. So this is the Prym stick chalk wheel. Just fill it with... fill it with chalk, and it does. I mean, obviously it can be neater. I've just been a little bit rough and ready with it, haven't I? But it does just rub out like a normal tailor's chalk. It's fantastic. And it all stays contained within the ergonomically designed holder. Got another option. Hannah switched me off for some reason. I think she's had enough of me. Right, there's another option, the mouse. This is a slightly more, because this has got a little window in it where you can see how much chalk you've actually got. It's the same principle, but it depends how you like to hold that one. They're both ergonomically designed. The last one was like a long, thin, like gherkin shape, whereas this one they call the mouse shape. But look again, so here it is in real life. I think I like this one as well, yeah. It would match your iron, wouldn't it? Looks like it goes with the lovely iron. There's the chalk inside there. Take the top off, and again, you can mark your line. Oh, do you know what? I think maybe this is finer lines, this one. No, I'm pressing exactly the same. Exactly the same. Exactly the same, look. $5.99, that is. Prym mouse chalk wheel. Just brilliant. Oh, we've got a photograph. From Lorraine. Oh, Lorraine. Are you sure it's Lorraine, not Lorianne? How do you spell it? L-A-R, Lorraine. Oh no, it's Lorraine. It is Lorraine, but posh. Anyway, I love it. I love that idea that you keep those in a little case like that. Oh. Well, I was going to say they're up at the purse class that we sell, aren't they? That Prym turning set. There's a funny smell in here, isn't there? What? Yes. Oh, okay. But Prym, I said they were limited. These have flown out. Oh, there it is. You've got a picture of there. There's less than 10 of those now. Less than 10 of those. $7.99. Right. Irene will be happy. Almost 100 of these have gone. Irene's needle threader. I'll do this one, actually. Do this one. Oh, you got the still there. Irene's needle threader. Now, the reason it looks like that in the picture and like this in real life is it comes out the box, you turn it over, and then you slide that in there to give it a base. That's why the one on the still looks different. And there's a little bit in there to keep your needles. It's brilliant. Well thought out. $5.95. $5.95. Right, okay. Now Hannah has to choose where we go next. What time is it? Oh, 42. Micro stitched. Now Angie asked us, you know when you made your top of your quilt, and they make your sandwich between the quilt top, the wadding, and the backing. You either do big tacking stitches, or you do the banana-shaped safety pins. I tell you, when I went to Jane's shop last Sunday, Chris, a friend of hers, Chris was making, no, Francis. Or was it Chris or was it Francis? She's either called Francis, oh, anyway. She's lovely. She'd got loads of safety pins on hers. She needed one of these. Angie asked us to get them. And last time we brought this, the first time I brought this, it sold out. We sold hundreds of them within minutes last time I showed you. It's called a micro stitch. This is how it comes. It comes with some refills already in there, but I do sell refills as well. As seen on TV, yeah, because you're watching it on TV right now. £22. Now, the way it works is, oh, someone's already loaded this one up. Oh, Maggie's bought 5 items already. Check it out before I buy any more. Love everything. They're so useful. 1 P&P. Right. And also, Maggie, if you buy more, if I suddenly bring another gadget that you like, it's still only 1 P&P. Right, okay. What you do is you slide the refit, like the kind of plastic tags in there. You take off. Now, you must be careful, obviously, because that's very sharp there. And you put it through your 3 layers. I'm obviously just putting it through 2 fabrics here. But it goes through your top layer of your quilt, through your wadding, and through into the backing. Right, first of all, you can sew over those. You can completely and utterly sew over them. And then afterwards, just go along, snip them all off, and take them out. Well, you could do. I mean, when I was young, I've run out of things. Oh, no, I've got more. When I was younger, there used to be a thing on, do you remember, you might not because it's a long time ago, I think it was called Kate L. And they used to sell all the the gadgets and everything. They used to sell one like this to hem your trousers with, or one like this to put your buttons on with. Can you remember? Buttoneer. The button one was called a button. You won't remember. Called a buttoneer. Anyway, it's fantastic. It's apps. No, exactly. How quickly are you going to baste the whole of your quilt together using that? And as I say, you can stitch over them. There's no problems with stitching over them. Then just remove them. Also, when you finish, make sure you put the thingy back on, the plastic cover back on the needle so it's safer there. Now I'm about to finish that one. So if you run out and it's got all of those refills in there, you can buy refills. 2 different colours. You only need 2 colours, don't you? Black or white. Black first. It's very boring to look at, but fantastic if you've got the micro stitch. $4.99. You get 1,200 in there. That's enough, isn't it? Keep you going. Mind you, if you're like me, it gets a bit addictive. You're like, so. $4.99. I didn't wash my fruit, did I, this morning either? No, the packet one's for tomorrow. I'll have to have the packet one today, though. No, I'll have the packet one today. White ones. Oh, actually, the white ones, the packet one would be good because I think there's pineapple in it, isn't it? Pineapple's good for sore throats. According to our friend Don. $4.99. Isn't that right, Hannah? They're just the refills. I know it's very boring to look at, but very, very... And I wouldn't buy those to somebody as a gift. No, if you buy the gun as a gift, they can get started, look, because no, it's not a gun, it's a micro stitch implement. Smallest tack and smallest needle available. No glue. No large tacks. I think it's brilliant. Well, the only reason I've seen is when I used to work at Browns of Chester, you put a Kimball tag on clothes, and they used the longer version of the plastic thing to put a Kimball tag on. You know at the back where your price tag is and all that? That's a Kimball tag. It's called the Kimball tag. Oh, Patricia sent a nice message. New to watching, and in a week, and I'm addicted. Loving it all, Patricia. Welcome, Patricia. Welcome, my lovely. Next. Oh, now, if you're making rouleau loops for the back of a wedding dress, you know, for all the little buttons and things like that, you don't want a tube that's finished, really, do you? You want to have an open-ended one. So if you've got an open-ended one, now this is a bit like the top of this is the same as that pull-through barb thing we saw earlier. Mind you, this would work with a closed end as well. But anyway, open-ended one. What you do is you just literally push that through your rouleau. Jennifer Mills likes this one, and so does Janice. Janice likes this one as well. Yeah. So what you do is you push it. I can't do it on this one because this one's not open-ended, but you push it through your rouleau to the other end. You just catch that on your fabric at your seam at the top there. I don't know if you can see that there. Oh, well done. Catch that, and then as you pull it through, the barb closes, and then you literally pull it through. Lorraine, Crazy Lorraine's got one of these. Do you think there's something wrong with the air conditioning today? It's got a funny smell to it today, hasn't it? You know when your washing machine leaks and there's that smell of damp in the air. Anyway, moving on. Oh, now, I have to tell you, Amy had this at the weekend. Remember we did half a day each, right? Amy did this at the weekend. Now, to buy this, you do also have to buy these as well. But I'll just show you, right? You get the whole of this carry case. Be careful how I open it, otherwise it's going to go everywhere. Now, look. You get all these snap fasteners in there. 300. I don't want to tip it up too high because they're all full up. Oh, there you go. 300 snap fasteners you get in there. Plus that lovely box. Now, also in there, you also get two parts of the tool that you need. 3 parts of the tool that you need. I thought it was only 2. Hang on, let's just double check. They put everything there right. They're the bits that you need to actually... I'll show you the packing, because I'm not going to do it. Ignore the thing at the bottom there, right? These are included in the pack, the 3 implements that you need to actually make the snap fasteners work. But obviously, you don't get the pliers with it. So they go in there. So that's $34.95. But you know what? After you use the snap fasteners, wouldn't that be brilliant for like buttons or all sorts of, if you do beading, oh, excuse me, or something like that. That's fantastic. But then, there's a bit of this missing, Chris. There's another bit. Right, okay, it comes in the packet. Now, what you get as well is you get a metal, a little piece of metal, only looks like a tent peg that goes across here, which just keeps it shut. Okay, what you get, when you get 50, when you get this in your packet, because this one's been taken out of its packet, right? You close it, and there's a piece of metal that slides across there and keeps it shut. Keeps it shut. And then what happens is you can take the dividers out of your box. See these dividers that create the spaces, and then that lives in there when the thing is on. So if you get those are $12.50, and that was it $34.99 the box? Oh, sorry, across the box, $34.95. Because it all lives happily in together, and then you keep your little tools in there. It's fantastic, isn't it? So you use little. You found it. It's what? What? Don't worry. Nice message from Wendy. Morning, John. Loving the show. Can you please show the iron blank again? I was out with the dog and missed it. I'll do that straight away for you, Wendy. What are you saying to me? No, I'm not going to worry about it. It's a metal thing that clasps over like that. No, that's not it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll explain that later for you. Right, okay. Ironing blanket for Wendy. Have a look at this then. Have a quick look at this. Wendy Mystic, she was out with her dog. It's fantastic. It's an ironing blanket, right? It's an ironing blanket for you to... it doesn't look that good on the telly. No, that's for taking them on and off. No, I'm not worried. I'm just telling them, because Chris is new, he's got to learn these things. There's a tool, right? A little red tool comes in it to take off the little bits of implements that go on and off. That's not the one that locks it. The one that locks it, I'll find it. £24.99, £24.99. Prym ironing blanket, 90 by 60. It's got the silvery metallic-y finish on the bottom there, but it is a proper ironing blanket. First time we brought, oh blimey, no. First time we brought that on air, absolutely flew out, sold out. Right, what's next? Yes. No, hang on. I've got this. While I find that other one. It's not on the table unless I'm going crazy. Yeah, I'll do this. Prym, sew and knit gauge, £2.49. £2.49. Obviously, you can use this to measure 12.5, 6 inches. Stitches, you've got a stitch guide in there as well. And knitting, if you want to know how many stitches you've done with your knitting on your needle. £2.49. Okay? If I don't find the other thing now, I'll bring it back to you in my 11 o'clock hour. Don't worry, I'll put it in my 11 o'clock hour. These little scissors, these are brilliant because these have got a lock on them. Now, we do big cutting shears like this, but you can't see any of that because it's all... So what you do is you just unlock it like that, and the blades automatically open. Then this spring contraption here, right? Now, I know a lot of ladies have messaged me saying, oh, these are brilliant, John, because I've got arthritis and things like that. And they take some of the strain away. Beautiful, soft, curved handles here, ergonomically designed. £13.99. They're gorgeous snips. Then when you finish with them, now it looks like a bit like a kingfisher, I think. Is it a kingfisher? It's one of those, but woody woodpecker. Jo Carter uses these an awful lot when she's doing her little animals. Stuffed animals, not obviously. They're very sharp, lovely pointy edge there as well, look. £13.99. Lots of people with the little iron in their baskets, I'm not surprised. We do love the little iron. Make sure you check out your baskets though. Graphics coming in. There you go. £39.99. Oh, I haven't done those bobbins in a case yet. Is it fine? In my last minute? So we've switched the air conditioning off, so don't worry, we've switched the air conditioning off, it's fine. Thank you for your worries. Bobbin case, very quickly. How long have I got, Michael? Here we go. Last item. This is brilliant. They're metal ones. Now, I've got metal ones in my machine. So's Hannah. £6.50. You can use metal ones in any machine, really, but these are just metal ones. I love them. And then once you've got threads on them, because obviously your bobbins are always going to have thread on them, aren't they? You just put them back in. Then when you need a red one or a yellow one, it's already there, isn't it? £6.50. Right, now, is there anything you want to see very quickly before I move on to my next hour? Irene's needle threader. I'm going to get the one that's out. Right. Over 2/3 of the stock has gone. Oh, they're still there. They're still there, yeah. They're still there. Over 2/3 of the stock has gone. That's hundreds. That's hundreds that have gone. Right, don't go anywhere. Don't forget this. I love this. I'll just show you this very quickly. Poor old Hannah. Love it, love it, love it. I've not seen this before. Don't go anywhere. Lucy's back. She's doing a cushion using the Creative Grids Ruler. Kite. Look at that. Lucy will be nicking this if I'm not careful before she goes home. Anyway, I'm going. I'll see you in 3 minutes from now when Lucy will be back here being a diva as per usual. See you then. Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more.
As soon as you place an order with us, we get to work on making your shopping experience that extra bit special. Our warehouse team pick your items and cut your fabric with the greatest care and precision. Cut fabric is neatly folded and packed in a tissue paper-lined presentation box. And when we're satisfied that it's just perfect, it gets the Sewing Quarter seal of approval. So whether you're giving a gift or treating yourself, you can shop with confidence, knowing your Sewing Quarter purchases will arrive in style.
So we're going to show you how to do a backstitch. Now a backstitch is a great one to use when you haven't got a sewing machine available, but you need to repair or fix a garment. And the backstitch is a really strong stitch to do that with. First of all, you need to start with the wrong side of the fabric first. So I'm just going to place my needle through to bring it through to the front. And then you're going to go backwards. So I'm going to do quite big stitches here so you can see what I'm doing. So that's the first stitch. Now this time you're going to come and bring your needle through, but the same distance as your stitch. And then you're going to go into the first hole that you came out and then go back through to the back. And then I'm going to come all the way over again, the same distance, and then through again, and just keep repeating that process. So this is my final stitch now. So as you can see, there's my row of back stitches, and if I just turn that over for a second, you can see that it's almost as if it's double stitched on the back. So you can see it's a really secure stitch to do when you haven't got a sewing machine to hand.
For today only, we've got a fantastic free gift for you. Buy any fat quarter of fabric and you'll also receive this free fat quarter storage bag when you quote code FQFUN at checkout. This pink floral bag is both pretty and practical. It has a transparent front and removable side sections to stop your stash from moving around when you're sewing or quilting on the go. But hurry! This offer is limited to the first 45 customers, so don't miss out. Head over to sewingquarter.com and take your pick from our gorgeous range of fat quarters in packs and single pieces.
This is it. You don't get the fat quarters. This is the bag that was just mentioned in the advert then. Have a look at this. There you go. Where's the code? Oh, there you go. The code's at the bottom of the screen. The code's at the bottom of the screen if you want your free fat quarter bag. When you buy any fat quarter today only, limited. We love this. Isn't it nice? Isn't it lovely? That's obviously done with the scattered stars, isn't it? Or is it sprinkled stars? Michael Miller fabric. Okay, this is all made. Is it a Kites Plus? Is that the one you got? Kites Plus ruler. I'm not going to open it. Lucy's going to tell you all about that. Oh, graphics going in. £24.99. So you don't need to come close because Lucy will be doing it in a second. I just want to put it through the graphics there. Right, I've got 4 lovely bundles. Now, obviously, you don't. The bundles come just the fabrics, right? You don't have to buy if you already got the kite. You might just want the bundle. You might not want to make a cushion. You might just love the bundle. I love all these bundles. I don't know. Let me just rearrange that one there. That's it. So let me start with the one that this cushion is made out of. Need to switch me on, Hannah. Sprinkle stars, there I was right, sprinkle stars. Now, you get 4 meters of fabric. Yeah, a meter of each fabric. Blimey, you'd be able to make a lot more than 1 cushion out of 4 meters of fabric, wouldn't you? So you think, because it's lovely, isn't it? You can make a few cushions and make them all different, but make them out of the same fabric. So you get a meter of the grey sprinkled, you get a meter of the grey Spectrum Solid, a meter of the pink sprinkled, and a meter of the fuchsia pink Spectrum Solid there. £36.49. Metre of each. That's to make that cushion with. Now I haven't got cushions made out of the other ones, but I'll just take you through the bundles. This is lovely, isn't it? This one. I only launched this fabric the other day, didn't I? Isn't it gorgeous? Look at those colours. This is called the Honey fabric. So you got it in the teal. Then you got that lovely teal Spectrum Solid there. You got it in the orange and pink. And you've got that fabulous, vibrant orange. Oh, price is wrong. Price is Do you know what? We're meant to impress today. We've got a very important visitor today. You will not be charged £3,649 for that one. That's our inputting department. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to it. I'm presuming it's £36.49, is it? But don't even put it in your basket yet. Don't put it in your basket yet. Don't worry. We'll get it sorted. Let's see the next one. Oh yeah, we're all right. This is cornflower. Now, did you know this, Lucy, that cornflowers come in lots of different colours? Because I was like, oh, that's not cornflower, it's not cornflower. Loads of people messaging going, you can get cornflowers in all sorts of different colours. You can get poinsettias in all different colours this Christmas as well. Anyway, it's beautiful, gorgeous fabric. Metre of that, metre of the pink spot on, metre of the linear vanilla. Yep, I'm getting to know them all now, aren't I? It's only been a year. That is beautiful, isn't it? And then the last bundle, we love this fabric. I'm surprised you haven't asked for this fabric. This is very you, I think, Lucy Brennan. Oh, it was this close to getting the bunny rabbit fabric. Look. Oh, I haven't got it in fog today, though. The one in grey is called Fog. This is called Ochre and Sunset. £39.99, 4 meters of fabric. You get a metre of the rabbits on orange. You get a metre of the green, spot on. You get a metre of the pale blue and a metre of the rabbits on... one of those is sunset and one's sunrise, I think. Or no, that's ochre. That's ochre and that's sunset. Right, let's go over and see. Oh, I forgot to do something. I'll do it over there. It was meant to be over there with me, but I'll do it over there. All right.
All right.
Now you've got to behave because got people, very
Yes,
important
Sam.
people watching us
On my
now.
best behaviour.
Right.
Always.
Okay, right. Where do we start?
Okay. So I wanted to design something that would show another way that you can use the ruler.
Oh, is this a Lucy Brennan original?
It is. I have previously shown how you create the kite shapes, how you can put them together to make a hexagon, and how you can put a border on them to make them into a rectangle.
Yes,
So we've done that before together.
Yes.
And this time I've appliqued it. So I am sewing the shapes together, but it's appliqued on. So if you're doing it this way, you don't have to worry about your points.
Oh, brilliant.
There's nothing that needs to come together. And I chose this fabric because I thought it has sort of a circusy vibe and a bit like a bow.
We could be Torvill team. Get your white lycra on. We could, because they did a Barnum dance routine.
Skate. I used to ice skate.
Used to being the operative word.
Yes.
Anyway.
There was a broken elbow. That was roller skating though, but yeah. So I haven't been
Was
on
that a
since.
disco, roller skating disco? I can see
It was roller derby, you know,
when you knock each other over.
And actually, funnily enough, that's when I started quilting. I thought I need to find a safer hobby.
Yes.
So
right. Talk to me through this ruler, first of all.
So the ruler, like all of the Creative Grids, is incredibly well designed. There are lots of different things that you can do with it. So you can get triangle shapes from this and your kite shape.
Yeah.
And then you can create different patterns with the kite.
Okay. Can we just get a piece of fabric to put the ruler on? Just the pink one will be fine there.
Okay.
Go on to pattern.
No, but it's like sewn to.
It's what, sorry?
All right, go on then. Just use them.
I've
got more.
Too late now. I've got this one. Sorry if I messed up your system.
It's fine.
There's the ruler on pink. Right, just explain what all these.
So you can do different size kite shapes, and that's those measurements there. And you just cut those from different widths of strips. So that all is explained in the instructions. And then you have side triangles and top triangles.
But so there's all these here. These are all the different things you can do.
Yes, from the kites, yes. So this one is, you make a double kite shape. So that's in how you cut the fabric.
Yeah.
And then you insert, so it's...
wow. Is it a Y seam?
A Y seam.
Why?
To insert that bit. It always reminds me of a mountain. And then...
That's because it looks like a snow-capped mountain.
The three together into a triangle.
What does that remind you of?
I'm not sure. And then the radioactive, that reminds me of the radioactive hexagon shape.
Yes.
And then the half kite, which is what I'm going to be doing.
Okay, or the full kite.
Or the full kite with a border.
Oh, yes.
So to turn it into a rectangle. So you're using your side triangles and your top triangle pieces. It's very, very simple to do that. And that on repeat is gorgeous.
As a border?
As a border, yes. I'd love it as a border.
Anna's very happy with herself because she said it before you did and she got very excited.
That's because I said it last time and she's remembered.
She said, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so there's lots of things that you can do this. Also, if you are a hand sewer or somebody that likes English paper piecing, this is great for cutting out your fabric pieces, you know, with the smaller shapes in particular.
Right. Yeah.
If you have papers.
Okay, I'm going to sound really stupid now. There's ruler there. You can't cut around that because there's a ruler there.
No, you cut it from strips of fabric.
Oh, okay.
So.
Shall we see?
It makes sense when you get going.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So I've gone with the stars.
Yes.
For this circusy sort of.
At the moment, the honey, 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 really thrill me.
Oh, I had a different song.
Honey.
I had
No,
honey,
you're
honey.
thinking of
Kiss
me, honey. Oh, you're thinking kiss me, honey, honey, kiss me.
Candy Girl, I'm thinking of.
Is that honey, honey? How does that one go?
Honey, honey,
Oh, we can't do the honey, honey
No,
one at the
sorry.
moment because the graphics won't rejig themselves.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So what have you done
I shouldn't
here
be
then?
singing anyway. Okay, so in the instructions you have charts depending on which sort of shape it is that you're going to make.
Yes.
Okay. So it has cutting charts to tell you the widths of the strips that you want to cut.
They're all here.
Yeah.
We love Rachel the ruler and her Creative Grids because look, there's one, there's another.
Yeah. So you just refer to that chart and decide which size you want to make.
Excuse me, yeah.
So we're doing the two-tone kite shape.
Oh, which is on this one on this side. Sorry, I didn't even show that one there.
So that's...
So which bit are we making first then?
So we're doing the two-tone kite shape. It's this.
This, the fan, the lovely fan shape around there. I think that's saying like burlesque to me.
Oh,
as
it's
well as
quite
cinema.
deco. It's, it's Art Deco, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So I'm now imagining it in those bunnies because that was my initial choice, and then I changed mine.
Yes. That's fine.
Yes. So we're going to come from there. So you decide what shape. I've gone for the largest one, which is the 8.5.
Yes.
Okay. So you just look on the chart, 8.5-inch kite. So you need 4 1/4 wide strips of fabric.
Okay. So say that again. For 8.5-inch
kites, you cut 2
4.5-inch wide strips.
4 1/4.
4 1/4. Sorry. And you're going to stitch.
And you'd put your glasses on.
All right. And you're going to stitch them together.
And you stitch them together to make a long strip. Okay. So you decide which 2 fabrics you want, to put together.
Yeah.
And then you're going to cut from this strip.
Right.
So I've pressed the seams open because I don't want bulk, one side or the other.
Yes.
And it makes it easy because you have to fold it in half.
So you're doing this section of the cushion here at the moment.
Yes.
Did you have grey underneath there? Yeah, grey.
Yeah,
and
I've got the
darker
grey
pink.
stars and the pink.
So it reminds me of cinema lights. You know those 1930s sort of, or 1920s cinema lights?
Yes. I want it the
Do you know
other
what I
way.
mean? I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but you know what I mean? It's funny, isn't it, how the shapes. Right.
And that I like kites for that reason. And also kites, because you can get the hexagon shape, there are a lot of different repeats and patterns that you can create using the kite as well. So it is a very useful shape. Okay. I'm doing that a lot, but I just want that. I want it to be.
Would you iron it together or not? Just finger press it?
You can just finger press. I mean, if it's not behaving itself, then yes, you could.
But it's good quality cotton.
Give it an iron. No, yes, it does. So it behaves itself very well.
Okay, so now what you're lining up the fold or the seam.
So what I'm lining up is you can see there's circles there, and there are the corners.
Yes.
So I'm just lining up the corner on the seam.
Is there a line as well that goes from corner to corner? Is there a line here? I can't remember.
No, there's no line.
There's no line.
You just literally, it's just the point, it's just the points.
Yeah.
And you can check in the circle as well to make sure that's half. And then you just go ahead and cut. I'm going to move it over a little.
Yeah, don't waste.
Don't want to waste.
Waste not, want not, as my mother used to say.
Yeah. You have a little bit just beyond the selvage, just out of interest, that's still quite tightly woven.
Right.
So you do want to go just when you're cutting off selvages, you don't want to cut it actually there. Yeah. You want to cut just ever so slightly above.
And is that because you saved the selvages to make projects out of?
Well, if you are saving the selvage, I'd go a good.
Oh, would you?
Yes, sort of a.
Because you love selvages.
A half inch, even an inch above you can if you really like the fabric. But yeah, it makes it easier when you come to use them in other projects if you've got a bit more of the fabric. Also, if it says on it what it is, it's a nice reminder of what the fabric was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And your friend Heather, who makes dresses, is it Heather?
Emily.
Emily. Heather, his middle name's Heather. Where did I get Heather from?
I don't know.
Anyway, she makes dresses out of the selvages, doesn't she?
Yes. So I'm just going to turn it so it's slightly easier to cut. So just
press the ruler down because there's resin strips to hold it in place.
Yes, so all along the edge there, and going this way where the other kite shapes are, so it's holding it there in the centre as well.
Oh, yep.
And it's as easy as that.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. So you keep cutting. Now there is, because of the shape, there is a little bit of waste here.
Oh, yeah, but then that's still a big enough piece to keep in your stash drawer, isn't it?
Yes, and it could be, depending on how you cut it, you can get triangle shapes when you're cutting them out as well.
Yeah.
So you could use those bits, if you were bordering it, you could use those bits to make that shape.
If you're making something little like that, you can get a couple of those out of there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's only because I'm doing the big one that it looks like there's,
I'm just stepping away from the table.
Yes,
well, look out, she's coming directly at me. I've got used to joy, you see. Is that my stash? That's my stash, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So
Yeah. Oh,
we
I'm
want...
so sorry I'm sniffy. I do apologise.
So we want 3 of those.
Lovely.
And 3 of those. Now you can see how if we put that together, that's how you get your hexagon shape.
Now, the only thing that I love that as a cushion, first of all, I've never seen a cushion pad that shape, but...
No.
But you can make your own, I suppose. But in that centre there, you've got 1, 2, lots of seams.
Yes, you have.
Oh, bring it in with the buttons.
I'm not sewing it like this, but you could...
No, I know you're not, but I'm just saying if that's as far as you wanted to go, that is exquisite.
Yeah, so you'd sew those 3 and those 3, and then sew the half together.
Yes.
What you can do is trim your seam allowance down across there to help reduce the bulk in the centre
as Hannah says, pull it in with a covered button.
Covered button, it's the way forward.
But also, a traditional cushion like that would have...
Would have,
and it would be
indeed.
pulled tight, wouldn't it? So it squidged in
Yes,
and
it
almost created
It would.
one of those, like a pucker.
And you could you know, border this and do it as a circular one and have that hexagon as the focus, you know, because the circular cushion's very traditional with that,
Oh,
with that
yes,
centre
yes,
in.
yes,
So
yes,
you could
yes,
do
yes.
that as well if you wanted. Add a side and make it like a bigger cushion.
I'm just trying to think, could you use, remember the trim tool we had the other day? Could you use, if you're going to put it on a circle, would that work? No, just a big plate. I'm just thinking, carry on.
Yeah, well, you could applicate onto a large circle.
yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to cut the circle, you're just wasting a lot of the fabric in the centre. But then you can cut it out and use that fabric for something else.
Or if you're making this a cushion, it's just nice to have the extra strength behind
Have
it
the
anyway.
extra strength behind
Sorry,
it. Yes,
I digress.
Absolutely. Which is what I'm doing, because I'm applicating that onto that, so it's 2 layers anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm not cutting it out. Although you could.
Right.
Okay.
But we on our cushion here, we've got more than those 2. In fact, on our cushion, they're the other way up, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm not sewing it together like that. I'm just showing you that would be the hexagon if you wanted to do
That's
it
just
that
another.
way.
I love that option there. That's got a really lovely
I'm
vintage.
doing it this way because I like to turn things on the heads.
Yes.
Sometimes, so it's going to end up.
Yes. So you've got
That way.
you've got to make the bits to fill that bit now.
Yes. So all you need to do is sew these together. So that's what I'm going to do now. So it's just 1/4 of an inch. You can pin to make sure that your points are meeting.
But you're not going to.
I'm not going to, because I'm not worried about it, because I'm going to cut them off anyway.
Okay.
But if you were wanting to keep, I'll show you in a minute, but if you were wanting to keep the whole design in the cushion top, you'd want your points to meet. But
Yes.
what I would suggest is pin and sew from this edge. Because if you sew from this edge...
Oh, yes, it might move. Yes, I've got you.
So to get your points nice, sew from that edge along so that they stay neatly. And I'm just going to check which side I need to sew to get that right. That side. So just 1/4 of an inch. You want to be careful because you're working with bias edges, so don't pull as you're sewing.
What's the word I'm trying to say?
I'm not sure. Starch.
Yeah, but we call it best press. Would you best press it?
Is that a bit echoey? Sorry.
Yes.
Yes, you can. Yes.
Only because it's on the bias.
Yeah, because it's on the bias. Yeah, and it does. You can see even when you put. You know, we know this is completely accurate because we've used some. But and even you can see the fabric wanting to sort of ripple.
Yes.
And what the best press does is keeps it nice and flat and straight.
Is that still the same mulberry on your nails that was on there last week? It hasn't chipped. It's very good quality.
Good, I know. I'm going to have them done tomorrow, so I have to pick a different colour.
When are you
So
in
the
here
worst
next?
bit for me. I don't know what I'm. Not for a little while.
Oh, so we won't see it. In for Christmas? Oh, yes, and not Christmas.
Oh, yes.
We've got a month yet, haven't
No, we've got a while yet.
Yeah.
So you can see there they stay nice.
Yeah.
And then you want to give this a press and open it out. You can...
Would you like me to press it for you? Or are you just going to carry on?
Hello. Okay, yes. You can press to the side if you choose, but I like it to stay flat. and I don't want it sort of staggered. What I think works nicely in the cushion is that the fabrics are all even.
Yes.
If you press to the side, one's going to come forward slightly more.
They didn't quite catch that. Look, so your points are coming together here beautifully. Don't worry, they're not supposed to meet at the bottom, remember, because you've got to have your seam allowance there. That's why the point is further there. But that's what the joy of pinning and moving from this end to the other end, it doesn't move.
Yes.
Right, open.
Yes, please.
This iron doesn't feel very hot today.
It is on. No, I was checking it was on. It's on.
I can tell it's on. It's hot.
Okay. It's just not very hot.
No.
No.
Oh. So this is where that little mini iron that we had earlier,
Yes.
because you'd dread to do those without nudging the other seams, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? Okay, there you
Lovely. Thank you.
go. You're welcome.
It changes colour.
I know, it can turn back.
No, I know. I like it. Okay, and then again, same thing. So with this one,
You can see how the fabric on the bias is wanting to go into
yes,
raised,
is
can't you?
wanting to move. So you don't need to be, you haven't got anything to really match it up with. It's just going to be that as you sew your 1/4 of an inch,
You start.
that's what it's going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so as you're sewing along here, that's where it's meeting. And what you're wanting to match it up with is that seam
Hang on, hold
corner
that there.
there.
Point to it again.
So as you've pressed this open,
Yeah.
this seam is hanging over. This is
Yeah.
why I don't always cut my dog ears off.
Yes.
We want that to be matching up.
Dog ear to
So
dog
the
ear.
end of this dog ear to dog ear, exactly. So you can match up your dog ears. And that's a helpful, when you're sewing things at a funny sort of angle, that's helpful. And you are going through quite a lot of seams now at this point. So I'd start a little way into your fabric and sew from there rather than sewing from the edge because it is quite bulky. And sewing it this way up as well, you can see where those seams meet.
Yes.
So you can actually see that point. So when you're sewing this seam, you want to be going directly through it or a little bit over.
Can I ask a question that I should have checked in prep? Is this still the new buyer's gift? Yeah. If you're a new buyer and you spend over £10, remember, instead of the sewing kit, you get these lovely little stalk scissors. That's right. I surprised me with that one, so there you go. That's your free gift. If you're a new buyer and you spend over £10, not including your postal packaging, that's your free gift. Sorry, I should have said that earlier.
So I should have gone a bit further over with that one.
Oh, should you? Oh, yes.
Yeah, just a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same thing.
Oh, okay, then shall I
with
go
this
do bundles
side.
while you repeat that? Oh, no, I'm not going to do bundles.
No.
Blimey.
So I'm just doing the same thing, matching up that first seam and sewing from the pointed edge. So the nice thing about this as well is it's all just straight lines that you're sewing.
Straight lines, but you have got to concentrate because they are on the bias straight lines.
Yeah, you've got to be careful because they are on the bias. With this as well, if you press your seam to the side,
yes,
it can sometimes make your pot. I mean, they're not actually.
No. But if you press it to the side, it's going to push it.
Yeah, if you press it open, it will stay in the right place. If you push it to the side, it looks like they're not meeting. So that's another good reason to have it pressed.
So that's it pressed to the side, so it looks like it's not.
And I'll press it to the other side.
Yeah.
You can see again the pink ones.
Yeah.
Looks over, but
you're going to press it open.
I'm going to press it open so it meets.
Oh, lovely message from Michelle. Good morning, John. Got my first ruler to start my collection off. Enjoying the show as always. Love, Shelley. How are you, Shelley, my love? Thank you for that.
Lovely.
We haven't heard from Crazy Lorraine today. I'm a bit worried. Oh, okay. Oh, she sent a photo in. And they've got a message from Leslie, yeah. Loving the cushion and the kite ruler. Lucy's song is called Sugar Sugar by the Arches. So not Honey Honey.
Oh, it's Sugar Sugar. Well, I'll just say Honey Honey. I'll change it. Sugar Sugar. Oh, yeah.
Sugar Sugar.
Honey Honey. Da, 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 da. So it does say
sugar,
honey in
sugar.
it.
Oh, it does say it. It's called Sugar Sugar.
Oh, maybe I'm making it up. I don't know.
No, you're not, because Michael upstairs singing it with you.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, caterwauling, more like. I was thinking
we
of
could
Shirley
do a
Bassey.
duet.
Kiss me, honey, honey, kiss me. And ABBA have got one as well. Honey, honey, really thrill me.
Oh,
Anyway,
lovely. We could do a whole medley.
We could.
Okay, this
We won't.
I can more clearly show now about what I was saying about the dog ears.
Yes.
Can I show that?
Yeah, please do.
So, I've got a bit of thread in the way. There we are. So this is the two sewn together.
Yeah.
And those are the dog ears
ears,
hanging
yeah.
off. So I have not cut those off.
Yeah. Because some people do cut them off as they go along.
Yes,
don't they?
yes, yes. Which.
And also,
you know,
some creative grid rulers don't give you dog ears, do they? Not always, because sometimes you cut the.
Yes. But because you've got this funny angle, and you can see here, if I pull this back, it's trickier to match the angle. So you can just place it on and then have those dog ears
matching. But where do you start sewing then?
Here.
Right at the top and go down. Okay.
Yeah. But start slightly, because how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers.
Yeah.
So. And also, you don't need to sew that bit there. So if you start your needle, see the edge of this one?
Yeah.
If you start here and sew...
Which will also help, because you're into the fabric and it's less likely to do that,
yes,
thing, isn't it?
It is tricky to get it over all those bits.
Pauline says, will the glue pen... Oh, we're going back to the glue pen.
Okay.
Will the glue pen leave a residue on the sewing machine needle?
Personally, I haven't found that it does at all. If you find it does, you're possibly using too much glue. You don't want to be heavy-handed. It's not like you're gluing card.
Yeah, it's not, you're not sticking it forever.
No, you're not rubbing backwards and forwards and getting a big clump of glue. You're just lightly swiping, or sometimes I dot. But then if you do find that you're getting any residue on your needle, you'll be able to see it or feel it. Just wipe it with a baby wipe.
A wet wipe, yeah.
Yeah, wet wipe.
Yeah.
A
wet wipe is better than a baby wipe, because a baby wipe's got lanolin in it. You don't want lanolin going on your fabric.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
That was the sew line that we used earlier.
Yes, the glue pen. But I haven't...
for that £5.99, you also get a refill as well.
I've noticed more if I've been heavy-handed with, like, the spray glue.
Hang on, I'm just taking Hannah out my ear. Go on, talk to me.
The spray glue, you know, when I'm basting, sometimes that you can see that is sticky on your needle. Although, again, you might have just used too much. But that's the only time. But the basting, I've never noticed that my needles be gummed up. Okay.
Go, Hannah. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. So, I'm going to go and do fabrics now, if that's all right. But don't do anything without us.
No,
just press.
Yep.
Right, we have a problem bundle. But it's all resolved now. Now, it's right on the website then as well. So everything's fine. In fact, the one we were just singing about, Honey, Honey, right? The graphics were wrong before. Oh, no, they're still wrong. Okay. There you go. 4 meters of fabric, £36 and 49 pence. You get a metre of each of those fabrics. One PAP of £2.95, no matter how many pieces you buy. It's gorgeous. A metre of all those fabulous fabric. Can you imagine that cushion made out of those as well? That'd be lovely. Okay, so that's the Honey Honey bundle. The bundle that Lucy's actually using, Sprinkled Stars by Michael Miller. You get a metre of the grey. You get a metre of the solid, Spectrum Solid in the grey. You get a metre of that lovely pink Sprinkled Stars and a metre of the vibrant fuchsia there. 4 metres of fabric, £36 and 49 pence. I've then got cornflower, but you know cornflowers come in different colours. So it's cornflower in pink. You get a metre of that, a metre of the pink, a metre of the pink spot on, and a metre of the linear vanilla. Didn't they sing a song in the 80s, Linear Vanilla? Milli Vanilli. Weren't they? Oh, no, I won't go there. Right, okay. No. There was all about singing. I'll show you that. Right. And this one, the bunny rabbits one, which is the one I thought Lucy would have used. The two patterns are Michael Miller fabrics. That's Sunset. Then you've got the green spot on. Then you've got the pale bluey grey spectrum. And then you've got the ochre rabbits there. Metre of each, 4 metres of fabric in total, £39.99. And the ruler? Just so you know, the Fat Quarter offer is now closed because they've all gone. The Fat Quarter offer is now closed. They've all gone. There's the ruler. Half today's stock of these rulers has been checked out already. £24.99. Okay, back to Luce. I'll just tidy up as we go along.
I can't help doing this.
No, but you're not doing that. You're doing this.
I'm not. I know. So my points did work out perfectly on that one.
Oh.
I messed that one up slightly. Okay. But just to show you how it does come together beautifully.
Okay.
And sewing from that edge works really nicely.
Right.
And then I'm just going to talk about, because actually in this design, I'm cutting those points off anyway.
Oh.
Okay. So if your points haven't matched, don't even worry about it. We're going to trim it off.
No, if you were going to do it the other way around, it would matter, and it's good to get the tips.
But also you could do a bigger cushion and leave that in. So if your points have worked really beautifully, you might want to show them off and leave it in. So if that's the case, and you're doing something else, or you're going to sew these together to make a hexagon, you do want to cut these dog ears off. Yeah. So you can just go round and don't go round, but you trim off that, and then you can come in here and trim these back as well. Yeah. Okay, can you see that? Because that's just going to help take some of the bulk out. Yeah. And even the ones where it's just straight, just cut into it. Yeah, because you're trying to make a little bulk in the middle there as possible. Yeah. And so then this becomes much flatter than here where it's, if you press it, it's very, very bulky. So it just helps reduce that down. So I'm not going to do it on that one because I don't need to. Just show the back. Yes, yeah. So you just trimmed all those. And you can see I've kind of come at it at an angle, going upwards towards the point. Okay. Okay. So what's next? Next is the fun cheating bit. Oh, yes. Which needs a press because it's been in my... Because it's what? It's been in my suitcase. I thought you were blaming me then for... No. What I've done is I've cut 2 strips, and I've cut this bigger than I needed to. Right. So these were 10 by 15 and a half. Okay. Okay. But I sort of had just made it up on the cushion that I'd wanted. Right. If you want to make a bigger cushion, you absolutely can, and you could repeat these, you know, more or layer them. Yeah. What you got underneath? What you got underneath? So what I've got underneath is fusible fleece. Okay. And this is my favourite thing to use on cushions because it's very quick and easy. We can quilt it, and it just gives a really nice padding. To the cushion. We sell these already cut at a metre piece there. There it is, fusible fleece, white 1 metre piece, £9.99. So it's got glue on one side, isn't it? Yeah, so it's not fleece. No, it's not like this is smooth. Yes. Okay, it's not fleece like a jumper. No. So this bit here, this side here is more like wadding, but actually smoother. Yeah. So what's the reason of putting that in? To give it cushion, to cushion it. To cushion the cushion. To cushion the cushion, OK. And also because I'm going to applique these on, when you're appliquing, if you just applique 2 fabrics together, it can sort of bunch. So it's like a good stabiliser. It's like a stabiliser, but it also is working as like quilting. Yeah, yeah. So it's doing the 2 for 1. Okay. And then it's just got this bumpy glue dot side, and that's the fusible side. Makes my eyes go dizzy, that glue dot side. Yeah. I'll cover it up. Yes, Let's protect you. Thank you. Okay, so I've sewn these together. I've just used a 1/4 inch seam. I've just pressed it to the side. To the side. You can press open or to the side. Doesn't really matter. And so this is becomes our background. Am I not? Why have I come over here then? Were you going to iron it? I don't know. You said you were going to iron it because it'd been in your suitcase. Well, I will. I was just going to. Well, I've got to iron it to the. Iron the fusible on, but I'm just going to show you what it is. Get comfy. I'm very comfy on this side. There we go. It's nice over there, isn't it? So that's that's what we're going for, and then we're going to trim it back.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought these were, when you look at that cushion, I thought it was all patchwork like a block. So that means you've got no issue about matching those corners.
No, so long as you can line, so long as you...
Yeah, but you're going to zigzag, you're going to zigzag all over.
Yeah, but I've got a tip for that. Yes, but if you went like that...
I think it looks quite nice.
Oh, all right, well, you could sort of angle them. Yeah. There you go, have it however you like.
No,
that makes them more like fans, though, doesn't it, in a way? No, John, get out.
Oh, that's me told, right.
So I'm going to fuse this.
Bye.
Come back. So I'm going to fuse this. So you're just holding the iron on for a few seconds.
I'm back now.
To fuse.
I just had to blow my nose. I didn't want to do it.
It was just an excuse.
I was crying. Really.
So this is all I'm doing. I'm just holding it for a few seconds and then moving it and holding it and moving it and holding it. And you get these funny iron marks, but that's because I'm pressing down. But don't worry, they go away.
They go?
Yes, it goes away. Because it's sort of cushioned, isn't it? So.
It's your favourite word today, isn't it? Cushion.
I know. How many times have I said cushion?
6,
there
apparently.
we go.
7 now.
I do like a cushion.
It's your lounge full of them. You haven't got a bedroom with about 20 cushions on your bed, have you?
I tried, but he just got too cross with me.
No, because you have to keep taking them off.
Yes, he did not like it. So, no, I'm not allowed. I would, though.
Oh,
I love those fancy beds. And then you go into your bedroom, and there's with your beautiful quilt and all your cushions.
Like your Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen bedroom.
I love it. But no, mine doesn't look like that. I do have a nice quilt on my bed, though.
Yeah, do you have a nice one?
Quilt.
I should blow my well hope so.
I know. It's the feather one. I brought it in.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Because you hadn't washed it or anything, had you?
I absolutely had washed it.
I went to Jane Alcock's shop on Sunday, and because she's doing a festival in the church of all the quilts, all the ladies in the village have made everything. It's fantastic.
Okay, there we go. That's still very hot.
No, that was it, because we were just about nice quilts.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it. So then you lay this as you want.
So you've got raw edges here then?
So I've got raw edges. And I've made you can see I've made it bigger, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
Just do. Whatever size you decide. So these were 10 by 15 and a half. No, sorry, they weren't, were they? They were 10 by...
That's what you said.
Yes, they were 10 by 15 and a half, sorry, yeah. And sewn together. And there are a couple of reasons you want to make it bigger, because it's quite difficult to line everything up. But once you've done the applique, it could move as well. Yeah. So it just makes life easier. The other thing I'm going to do is trim off these little threads, because I don't want them to get caught up in my applique stitch. So I'll just trim those off. And then I'll hide them. And then what I did was I used my long ruler.
Right. This long ruler.
That long ruler. To just make sure...
Oh, it's all centred.
That it's all centred.
Oh, yeah, because by the eye, that looked like it was, but it's not, is it?
See that bit?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm being fussy.
Yeah, not that end, you're not. Ooh.
There we go. So that's a very useful little target there to just line everything up with that seam so that these are straight. Yeah. So now I need pins.
Oh, yes, I've got pins, luckily.
Thank you.
I had to use my emergency bucket quite a bit today.
I know, so I'm just going to pin. I also really like these pins. So just pin that in place.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's those bits that's to the eye, that's the most important.
Yes.
And then you can just, from there, it doesn't really matter because it's a cushion. And once you put the insert in, it's all, you know, but your eye will go to that bit, regardless of what stitch you
yes, exactly.
use. So I'm just doing raw edge, so it's very, very simple.
So you don't put bonder web on it then?
No, I'm not putting bonder, because I've got the fleece. It's just like quilting.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking if you put bonder web on that, it's not going to move anyway when you start sewing it or anything, is it?
No, but I'm only doing 2 straight lines.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So it doesn't really matter. If you did want to quilt all down, you know, each seam, you could do that like a crazy patchwork effect. You might want to use bonder web.
Yeah. Remember, Lucy's made all these fan shapes from this kite ruler that we're showing today. Creative Grids. £24.99.
And I did very nearly just make kites.
Say this again?
I was going to do kites.
Yes.
You know, with strings and bows that go in the sky.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
But
that's a nice idea.
Yeah, I didn't think that you were going to do buzzards.
It's an obvious one, but it's a nice one.
Yeah.
So lots of lovely designs you can do with that.
Yeah, but this is showing us a different way to use the ruler, because I could do kites from that.
Yeah.
Well, I could have a go anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so that's enough. It'll be fine.
Yes.
And then we're just going to do the stitch. So I chose to go with 2 different colours, and I've gone up and down, up and down. So I've gone for the paler. I've matched it to sort of the background.
Yes.
So, you know, our bigger pieces of fabric. So I've used the lighter pink.
Then?
Well, they're hidden in the stitch.
Okay.
They're covered over by the stitch.
Yeah.
You can see them. You can see them a little bit.
Yeah. Can they use that?
But I'm not. Yeah. That's
But
okay.
I can see straight stitch in there as well.
Oh, it's a decorative stitch. It's not a zigzag.
Oh, it's not just straightforward zigzag. It's a decorative.
No, sorry, that's why. Yes, it's a decorative stitch.
Oh, sorry, Michael.
So you could use any decorative stitch that you like to hold it down. I've just got cream in the machine, so I'm just going with cream. I did think there is stars. There are stars. So I did think about using
right now.
Stars. Could you?
Yeah. Anyway.
But the stars hang off a line of thread, so it doesn't really work for enclosing the raw edges. Are you with me? So you could put that maybe down the centre or something.
No, I just do a satin stitch.
Yes, but you could just do a satin. But you just need a stitch that's going to go over the raw edges, unless you want raw edges, in which case you can just
who's it? Jennifer Mills loves a raw edge when she does that. I love raw edges.
Yeah, I really like it.
What she would do, she'd just do straight stitches, not watching where she was going,
no.
and then do another one that was all wobbly as well, and then have the frayed edges showing.
Yeah, and if I was going to do that, I'd probably do it in like a fuchsia thread.
Yes,
so it, you know, or a contrast, or even red would look nice on that one. Get fancy. So you just need to find a stitch that's going to go over. So you can just zigzag.
Or the blanket stitch, a nice blanket stitch.
Blanket stitch is lovely. Yeah, I could blanket stitch. So I'm just going to change my foot.
What, because you had a 1/4 inch foot on
I had a 1/4 inch foot on there, yeah.
Excuse me.
So I'm just going to change that to the applique.
Open, the see-through applique
foot,
one.
yeah. And then choose a stitch. Blanket stitch. Or something different. Should I do something different?
Yeah, do something different.
I'll do
Lucy,
something different, yeah. I'm going to go 59. Nice decorative. I think when you have...
remember the other day, was I on with you when we kept getting messages from Caroline and she kept giving herself nicknames? Crazy Caroline. This is, I've renamed my home Carrie's Cowshed as watching you all morning and sewing with Kate in the afternoon equals no cleaning. Lots of love. Naughty Caroline. She was, I can't remember what she was the other day. She was 2 different things the other day. Yes, Naughty Caroline. Afternoon. Oh, no, you're sewing in the afternoon. Sewing in the afternoon. Evenings. Do you clean in the evening? No, don't do your clean in the evening because you can't see anything, can you, trying to clean in the evening?
No.
Yeah, it looks cleaner if you do it in the evening.
Yeah, that's why I do it in the evening. I've done a fabulous job.
Yes.
Then you look in the morning and go, oh dear. You can use your walking foot.
Oh, right.
You know, because you're going through a few layers.
You don't need to, though.
This machine is quite happy going through a few layers, but if, you know, you might want to use your walking foot. I'm going to just take the pins out. Thank you. So I've chosen a stitch. I'm not sure what it looks like because I've not used this one before, I don't think.
You've not used the stitch before?
I've not used this stitch before.
Okay.
But we're just going to do something different.
You've had that machine for 6 months now, 8 months now.
I know. And obviously I've gone for one that's going to take a really long time. I might do the different sides in different stitches.
It is moving it, Hannah, because it's blanket stitch. It goes backwards, forwards, side to side, backwards, forwards, side. Oh! Oh, it's not a normal blanket stitch you've done then?
No, I went for a decorative stitch because it's more fun.
Say that.
So I did say it, you're just not listening to me. I think the thing that's nice when you have a machine like this is to do projects where you get to use those stitches.
Yeah, definitely.
And every time I do them, people say, oh, you know, that stitch looks so lovely. I never use my decorative stitches.
But you should.
But you should, yeah. So any excuse to use them, I will.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a go.
Now, you'll only do that one decorative stitch then. On this one here, you've gone backwards and forwards, haven't you? Where, as in, you've gone down and then up, haven't you? Whereas on this one, you could just use do it the once. Do you know what I mean? Didn't you on this one? Didn't you say you went down one side, then back up the other side?
Well, I can stop at the point, can't I?
Yeah, but you don't need to come back up this one because your stitch is going across.
No.
No.
Hang on. No.
No.
What I meant was I'd sewn like that.
Right.
Okay, and then I changed my thread and I sewed like that.
But what I'm saying is you went both sides.
No, that's the stitch.
Oh, is it a double stitch?
Stitch just does it, yeah. But let me just show you. What you could also do is just sew right the way across.
Oh, I see. So I thought you'd done that zigzag stitch on that side, and then came back up that side.
No, who has time for things like that? That's
well,
just
that's
the
what's
stitch.
a bit neat.
No, that's just the stitch. So you can, but you could sew one line.
Yeah.
And so there's lots of different ways. Or you could come down and go down the middle, you know.
Yeah.
Lots of different things you could do. So I'm going to finish this bit and then do it, change the stitch.
Because that one's taking too long.
Because it's just taking too long.
You've got another 10 minutes, you're all right.
Okay, but I might need to
Good.
show squaring off as well.
While you're saying that, someone's asked about the quilt behind you. As this is the quilt that Lucy made, shows how to make in the 8 o'clock hour. It's Alison Glass, there it is. That's the finished quilt on a bed there. That's the finished quilt hanging on the wall there. And then we've got the bundle, very quickly, while Lucy's still stitching. £179.99. Is that the right code? Is that the... Okay, hang on. Yeah, that was the second one, I think. First one, I mean. Basically, you get 16 metres of fabric, half a metre, I haven't got the fabric here, half a metre of all those colours, then 4.5 metres of the backing, and then 2 metres of fabric, cream fabric like the backing, and then 2 others at 1.5 metres, total of 16 metres, and all the instructions completely for free, £179.99.
I'm just going to just sew it down now.
And what width?
Just a straight line.
Okay.
I might just, I'll see.
Pardon?
I might just do straight on this side and then do one more decorative one.
Oh, might you?
Have I got time?
Yeah, you got
Oh, okay.
8 minutes.
All right.
The bundle that Lucy's using on this, the sprinkled stars, is the most popular of all of them. You get 4 metres, there's a still. 4 metres of fabric, 1 metre of each. Oh, now that one on the end looks very red. It's actually a fuchsia pink. Plus the pink sprinkled, the grey sprinkled, and the grey spectrum solid. There you go, there's the colours there. Do you want to show the stills of the other colours, other bundles as well, or not? Okay. Oh, okay, right, okay, fine.
I'll do a blanket stitch.
Do what?
I'll do a blanket stitch. Not that one, because it's
not that
take
blanket
forever.
stitch, though. Can you memorise the numbers of the blanket stitches?
Some of them I use quite a lot,
Excuse me.
so I know. Oh, well, it's because I pressed the wrong button, that's why.
Zone 2 it'll be.
No, it's not. It's mode 1, but I pressed 37 instead of 38, and that it does more blanket.
Do bear with
it does
this.
more stitches. I'll get there.
Yeah, while you're stitching that, can I talk about the magazine deal?
Yes, you can.
Do you mind? And then we'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
This is today's quilter. We've got, well, it's all 3 of the sister magazines actually, but we're just concentrating on today's quilter because we've got Lucy here today. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous magazine, full of lots and lots of different projects. In fact, the Alison Glass project is in here as well as lots of others. There it is, you see. Lots of inspiration, cushions and everything in there. You also get free gifts. You get the 2-in-1 binding tool with this one. And you get the other magazine, all about Devon County. Sorry, there you go. Celebrate the latest heritage-inspired fabric collection. I've been to film with some of that in York. Hang on, where is the one? There. In a little while, you'll see me. I've done a little film about this one in York. It's beautiful. Anyway. This is the current issue, which now this is what I would suggest you do. If you've not bought it before, pop to the shops and buy it, because if you get this issue, you also get, excuse me, 20% off anything at St. Quilter. I'm not sure how it works. There must be a voucher in there or something like that. Then you'll realise how beautiful the magazine is. Then what you need to do is go to our website, and then at the front of the website there you see UK's finest sewing and quilting magazines. Click on there. They're the three magazines that we're most affiliated with. It's Today's Quilter, Simply Sewing, and I Love Patchwork and Quilting. Go to the bottom of the page, the one you're interested in. We're saying Today's Quilter today. Go to the bottom of the page, click on subscribe to the magazine. Look at the 72% off. 72% off. Now, I don't know how long that'll last. But it's worth it, isn't it? It's worth it just to have a taster of it. The only reason I'm saying pop to the shops to get this one is you won't get, if you subscribe today, you won't get this one. You'll get the next one, obviously, won't you? Oh, somebody asked, she's new to quilting. Is that the one we'd recommend? I'll tell you what it is. I think what it is Today's Quilter is the more, well, would you say traditional, heritage-y looking?
Yes.
But then you see, that's very contemporary, isn't it?
know.
So I think what it is and the other one, well, I Love Patchwork and Quilting, I would say was more bright contemporary colours, and I'd say that Today's Quilter was more traditional, wasn't it?
Yeah, I would agree. And possibly more, there are more projects suitable for beginners in love patchwork and quilting.
There you go.
Possibly, I could be.
No, but that's good. That's a good thing. So we're saying we'll go through in the break now, and
There'll be some in both. There'll be some in both that are suitable for beginners, of course, and there'll be different levels.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. So I've just taken all the pins out.
Yeah.
And so I did a not, well, it's straight, but I did a larger one there and a small one there. And then a decorative, and then that's a blanket stitch. So that's a very traditional, you know, applique stitch. But I do think if your machine has the decorative stitches, I would encourage people to use them. And it just looks so effective. Look, you thought I'd spent all that time.
Yes, I did.
Going backwards and forwards, and I didn't. So we've ended up with that, and you can see now how these can shift.
Yes.
But they will stay in place, because it's stitched, that will stay in place for us to trim it, okay? So it depends what size you want your finished cushion to be, because you could make your backing pieces bigger if you wanted a bigger cushion to end up with. So I think I made a 14 and a half, or.
Oh yeah, this is what you're saying. You're going to cut the points off anyway.
Yeah, I can't quite remember. So I just cut it off.
Fine. But you just have to cut it off the same amount one side. You have the other. That's all. Yes, you want to cut it off the same amount. So I'll just measure it rather than just going for it. Yeah. How they change. You know it changes. You lot, Joe Carter wouldn't say boo to a goose on the first day. Now your aunts are back. Give me grief. I'm not giving you grief. I'm laying that up there. Okay. There. So I wouldn't recommend using the cutting mat, really. I should have got a bigger square, but I didn't think about it. The big square ruler's actually hidden away from my neck star, I think. Oh, it is. But that's why you would want. I use a square ruler. Yes. For this point, I mean, you can use your mat, but it's not wonderful. But remember, whatever you're cutting off, you are going to lose more in the seam allowance, aren't you? Yes, you will lose. So if you want your finished pattern to actually stop at a certain place, like if you wanted it to stop at that point, you've got to remember that you need your seam allowance. Yeah, and then you would just stitch that as well. Yeah. But I didn't, so I just, you know, don't worry about these edges. But this is what I mean, it's lovely for beginners. No, I just didn't worry. I just wanted it to be something easy that you can trim it back. No, but your face. Your face says it all, John. My face is a pain. So then you just trim
that. And when I'm trimming, it looks like I'm not paying attention, but I am, because you want to line up, you want to check on your ruler, line up with that seam, because this is when it will all look off if you haven't lined these bits up. So when you've cut a side, you can use that as a guide, but until you've cut it, you can't. And I like to line up with the centre, with that centre seam there. Okay. And you can see these do move, you know, it does shift and it is quite tricky to get those in line. Okay, so this isn't going to be perfectly square because I'm not used to square, but that's the general idea. Okay, and then what you want to do is just top stitch all the way around to just hold.
I think it's a nice placement.
Hold that in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it would. Yeah, it would look quite
Wouldn't
nice.
let anyone put any food on it.
And then no, but secure that all the way around because you don't want to attach your back and realise that you've sewn it. You know, like that would be terrible. So you do a stitch all the way around, and then I've just done a simple envelope back. Folding the seams, you put that all the way around, turn it through.
Thank you.
It. But it feels lovely.
It does feel lovely.
Doesn't it feel lovely? The fusible fleece is brilliant.
Do you know when you're back? She doesn't know when she's back, but you are back.
Yes.
And like, is it a week?
Like a couple of weeks, I think.
Happy birthday to Joan tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll try and remember to wave.
She's at
Hannah
home.
will remind me. It's Hannah's job to remind me tomorrow.
She's poorly.
Oh, she's not very well.
Yeah.
Right, I've got to go. Get better soon, Joan. Right, 4 bundles. Sprinkled stars, 4 meters of fabric. The grey stars, excuse me, a metre of each of these. The grey fabric, the pink sprinkles, and the fuchsia pink. Metre of each, £36.49. Honey, honey, honey. You get a metre of the teal honey, a metre of the teal solid, a metre of the orange and pink honey, honey, and a metre of the orange, £36.49. Then we've got cornflower. This looked gorgeous, this would. Because that's going to be quite bold compared to the rest, isn't it? So you get a metre of the cornflower, a metre of the pink, a metre of the pink spot on, metre of the vanilla linear, £37.99. And then last but not least, now I feel we've left this bunny one out a little bit today. I mean, I'm not criticism. Oh, Hannah's taken that to heart now. Okay, she said. A metre of the sunset, a metre of the green spot on, a metre of the pale blue spectrum, and a metre of the ochre bunny rabbits. Metre of each, £39.99. And don't forget the ruler. This is the wrap. This is how it'll come to you. Graphics coming in. I'll be back after the break with super storage. There was something else I was going to do in that as well. Anyway, get yourself a cup of tea. I'll be back in 3 minutes from now.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
Hi, I'm Angie Atwood and these are my 3 top tools. My first top tool is a very good rotary cutter. The Alpha rotary cutter, it's a 45mm, and what I love about it is the fact that it's got this easy grip mechanism. When you actually grip the mechanism, it exposes the blade. So therefore, when you're using it, the blade is exposed. If you drop it, it's nice and safe. You don't have to remember to take the blade away. My second top tool would be a sewing machine that you're very comfortable with, that will achieve what you want to achieve. Don't be afraid of digital machines. Modern digital machines make sewing so much easier. My third top tool would be the Westerly quilting foot and rulers. These are just an amazing invention to help you get professional quilting results. The sampler set includes some great shapes to give you a wide range of shapes and designs. There are 2 spin effects, sort of floral designs. There's a 2-inch circle, a 3-inch clamshell, and 2 great curves, a 4-inch and a 6-inch. So it's a great range of tools to get you started on that professional quilting journey.
The Sewing Quarter website is simple and easy to use. You can view a live broadcast of the show on our homepage. Get instant access to our online shop, which has a wide range of wonderful products for you to choose from. You can also enjoy a selection of projects and guides which we have on offer to help you enhance your skills and gain valuable tips. Watch the live shows and you can buy the product which is currently being shown on air. You can even message the studio to ask our presenters or team any questions you might have. Below, you'll find all the products from today's show for you to look at and purchase. On the right of the screen, next to today's products, you will find our simple program guide listing all upcoming shows. So, join us today at sewingquarter.com.
Don't forget, shopping with us is easy and simple. You can just contact us at 0800 112 4433 and speak to our UK-based call centre to place an order, or shop online with us at www.sewingquarter.com.
This Black Friday, it's time to treat yourself courtesy of Sewing Quarter. We're adding a splash of colour to Black Friday Sewing Quarter style with outstanding offers and delightful discounts exclusively available on the 24th of November for 1 day only. From designer fabrics to sewing machines, you'll be able to grab a special deal on Sewing Quarter products starting midnight this Thursday and ending when the clock strikes midnight on Black Friday. We'll be revealing all very soon, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled for more information on our amazing deals. We'll be revealing it very soon. I don't quite know when, but it's worth watching. I've heard what it is. You've got to watch tomorrow. You've just got to watch tomorrow. I might be late for work tomorrow because I might be at home watching. Anyway, look at this. Can I step back a bit for you to see this? Isn't this nice? Well, you see, this does remind me of when I was at art college and I used to take my portfolio everywhere with me and everything. It's nice, isn't it? Lovely carry case. But wait, now, obviously, the graphics I'm going to show you are only the carry case. But I'm going to show you what I've got inside my carry case to show you exactly what you get for your £34.99. So, it's lovely, isn't it? Right, down the side here. Can you see? I'll hold it up there for you like that. There are pockets galore along the side here. So let me do this one first. What have I got in here? Oh, I've got my scrappy, scrap crazy in there. What have I got in this one? Oh, the one that Joe Carter wants for Christmas. Now, obviously, you don't get these in the bag. I'm just showing you. All these bags. So that one there is that deep. That one there is that deep. This one here is this deep. So you can get the lovely long ruler in there, you see. And then this one here. Look. So the whole ruler fits in there as well. So you've got 4 pockets all down the side, all of different depths. Now, you don't have to keep your rulers in it. We just thought they were ideal for rulers. So, what's in here? What's in here? Oh. A square ruler. Oh, no, not only a square ruler. Oh, hang on. There you go. And a fancy ruler. There, it's just fantastic. So there's that great big pocket there then as well for to carry there. Then, across the bottom here, you've got your mesh pocket. So you're going to you could keep your threads in here, you keep your patterns in here, you keep your rotary cutter or your scissors in there. Anything you want to keep in there, you can keep in there. I'll just put that back. But then there's another zip across the top here, right? Look at this. Look! Isn't it fantastic? So if you go to classes and you want to take all your, or you don't take everything with you, but you've got to choose, each week it's a different class or something like that. But then the thing that I think is just brilliant about this is when you need to store it, when you need to put it, look, it just folds away. You do yours a bit neater than I've done mine. But you know what I mean? It just folds away. Also, if you don't want to use the long strap, which, now this is the brilliant thing as well. You get that long strap, which is detached. Oh, just snapped my nail off doing that. It's detachable here, and oh, I'm not going to do it. I've got my glasses. There we go. Well, they're good quality clasps as well because they're quite. Yeah, exactly. So this ruler, which you can lengthen or shorten, right, can also go at this end here. So if you want to do it as a long bag, I'll put here. So you could wear it that way round, couldn't you? Say, oh, where's that? Has that moved? I thought it was over there. Anyway. But also, look, it's also got this handle on it here as well. So if you just want to carry it like a portfolio, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. £34.99. What a brilliant Christmas present. It's called OmniGrids because that's almost like, isn't it? You could fit all of your creative grids in there, couldn't you? I think that is a brilliant buy. I've not seen that before. Fantastic by that. I love it. And you can tell, this is like that, I want to say Gore-Tex, but I'm not allowed to say Gore-Tex. You know that very, very good quality, I don't know, it'll be a polyester, but it's just a really, really good quality fabric it's made of. And then that lovely blue, it's gorgeous. Okay, £34.99. No doubt I'll come back to that during the show. Oh, third of the stock's gone already. Maybe I won't come back to it. So, you mean the coffee, tea, or me one? That one over there? Oh, no, this one you mean? Oh, sorry. That's a travel case. I'd call that one a travel case, see? Oh, trolley, this one. This is rather gorgeous as well, isn't it? Look. This is obviously made by the same people as that one over there. But this is a more compact travel case. Oh, again, £34.99. So it's got a lovely depth to it. It's got a zip all the way around. It's got the double handle at the top there. But then look at this, right? Look at this. Now, this is a pincushion that already comes with it. Now, obviously, for £34.99, this is what you get. But look what you can put in it, right? So you could put your rotary cutter in there. You could put your thimble in there. You should put all these. I put my rotary cutter that way round because if you put it the other way round, you're going to have the blade at the top and you don't want to be pulling it out by the blade, do you? You don't want some silly person to... Oh, now, I would have a quick unpick with the top on it. We found the top to that earlier, didn't we? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Tape measure. Oh, now these little pockets up here, is that one big button? No, they're little pockets there. Then you've got that lovely Prym thing from earlier. You see, all of those can go in there. Then, at the bottom here, I think you might have to go upstairs. You could put your ruler in there, hold it in place like that. And then, also, if you've got blocks that you don't want to fold in your bag, or they could go into there as well, if everything thought about it. Hang on. Right, I'll measure it for you in a second. Oh, look, isn't that fantastic? Then, zippy, zippy, zip, zip. I think that is, oh no, I love that when the zip comes from both ways. Right, let me measure it then. Okay, someone's taking my tape measure. I'll just get it, sorry, I just got to that. I'll get a tape measure, then I'll measure it for the dimensions. £34.99. I think it's brilliant, isn't it? Oh, look, it's even got for you to put your name in and everything. It's not got date. You're not going on a date, are you? Name, street, city and state. Oh, American, obviously. Look, isn't that lovely? That is fantastic. Is the tape measure on its way? Tape measure? Thank you. Oh, he'll learn. This is Chris. I don't like tape measures that do this. Right, it is 14.5 inches across. 37 centimetres across the width of the bag there. It's 35 at 13.5, 3/4 inches that way, so it's almost a square there. And then the depth is just over 2.5 inches, just over the 2.5 inches, 7 centimetre depth. Oh, now, well, no, it's got these on the side. Does it come with a, yeah, but I haven't got a strap. Can you find out if this comes to, oh, just as well I asked. So you can turn it into, if you wanted to, a shoulder bag. I'm not going to do it now because I want to. Oh, fantastic. Absolute. Oh, I love both of those. Oh, I don't know which one I like the best. Oh, honestly. Hannah's saying she likes one with the rulers in. So if you're in your dining room, you can walk through to your lounge and take your rulers with you. Anyway, I think that's gorgeous. Right, next. Right, okay. Now I'm going to have to go and get this one for you. It's the one where I can do a catwalk along here. I've got to go and get it first. I'll be back in a minute. It's just over here behind the cameras. Not quite sure. Right, ready? You going to see it on that picture? It's a... It's got a sewing machine in it. No one told me I had a sewing machine in it. I love it. I was thinking I was a coffee, tea, you know, like a trolley dolly. Trolley dolly. Okay, look, so pockets, side pockets, flat pockets at the side there. Can you see those, Michael? There you go. Isn't it lovely? Spin it round. More pockets on the other side. So you put or you can put your bobbin case in there. You've got everything. You've got room for your scissors and everything like that. Then on the front here, oh, look. Isn't that nice? I like this. You've got room for everything. All your tools can go in the elastics there. And then on the front of there, you've got more pockets. Oh, a pocket there. Now, I'm thinking, I don't know if this might be a silly suggestion now, but I just heard Michael saying it, so I'm going to nick it as mine. If you're going away for the weekend, don't take your sewing machine. You could put your clothes in there. Shoes across the bottom. The one that you take on board with you, of course. How much is it? Oh, $69.99. That's fantastic. Good sturdy wheels. No, I think this is brilliant if you run a workshop and you want to take your machine and your bits and bobs and everything like that. Absolutely brilliant. £69.99. Yes, now I have to say, at Festival of Quilts, right, lots of ladies took these along and put all their shopping inside. Didn't take a sewing machine, took it empty, filled all their shopping. Filled it with their shopping. Help. Close every door to me. Let's move on. Carol's messaging, you're having way too much fun, John, loving your trolley walk. It's not fun. They make me do it, Carol. They make me do it. Bend the knees, not the back. Oh, another message, Carol. No, nothing's come through. Right, okay. What's next then? Oh, should we do the missing tool from earlier? We'll do the missing tool from earlier. No, nothing's... Oh, it's because there's no graphics in, I suppose. Right, now this, you know when you're threading up your overlocker and you can never get quite... If you've got fat sausage fingers like me, you can never get to the needle. How about this? It's called a sewing machine accessory. What it is, it's a threader for your overlocker, for your needles on the overlocker. You thread through the end there, and then you can wheedle it through. $2.99. Again, another brilliant gift. £2.99. That was what we were supposed to do in the last hour. Oh, not last hour, the one before, but they couldn't find it. It's here now. Fabuloso. Oh, I love this. You see, this one. Right. I know that this is meant for your knitting wools or your crafts or something like that. I'd either use it as a... Look at this, how designer it is. Look at how beautiful that is. This is the most gorgeous... Do you know what? Is this made by the same people? Well, I won't be able to answer this question now. Oh, it's Prym. You know, if you've bought the... It's all natural, this. All natural. This is the bamboo handles. But if you've bought the the sewing box, you know the sewing box with bumblebees on, the little sewing kit, it's the same beautiful linen as that, but it's all exquisite. Let me show you the inside, look. Oh, you see now it closes up like this. You want to close it up. It closes up like that if you want to store it, but then like that, if you want. Now, I think next to the fire, designer logs, you know, not dirty logs, clean logs next to the fire would look lovely in that, wouldn't they? It's very Scandinavian-y look, isn't it? And it's just beautiful. It's canvas and a bamboo. It's called Canvas Meets Bamboo. And it is all natural. It says here, all natural. That is lovely, isn't it? 59. Now you might be thinking, oh, John, 59.99. It is cool. Imagine if that was in one of those high street designer boutiques and they were selling it as a magazine rack or as a log basket or something like that. I just think that's beautiful. It's for the woman, it's for the lady who has everything she needs in her sewing room, really, and then just a beautiful designer piece here. I just think it looks like, it's called a fold and store basket. They haven't got any pictures of what's inside it on theirs, but I just think it's lovely. Oh, you know what? You get your quilting, today's quilter. Oh, look, you see? I know. I haven't got anything else to put in it now. But you know what I mean? I can just imagine balls of wool and fabric and folded up in there and everything like that. I think it's gorgeous anyway. Lorraine didn't take my trolley as a VIP. I don't understand that. I think Lorraine went as a VIP guest, so you'd have to take a trolley because they take you shopping for you. That's what she said. We haven't shown you a picture yet, Lorraine. We will do, don't we? Right, now there's two other bags that I absolutely adore. Which colour would you like to do first, Hannah? I'll just go to the one that's nearest to me. Look at this. Again, this is so designer. Who? Oh, yeah, Lucy. Look, you get a strap in this one as well. Lucy, it's the same company as this, right? But this one's waterproof. This one's waterproof. And look, it's got a squared off bottom. It's got that lovely base there, so it really opens out into a do you know what? Designer shopping bag, I'm thinking. Isn't that lovely? So not only for your sewing equipment and things like that. This, again, is called Canvas Meets Bamboo. They call it a travel bag. I think it's lovely. Now, inside, there's a D-ring there. Oh, yeah, D-ring there. Put your keys, attach your keys to that. Then you haven't got to delve down for your keys or anything. It's got a little tab which comes through the handle, security tab there, and poppers up. Isn't it lovely? Again, we've got the bamboo handles. Now, this is the same linen, but it's been waterproofed. It's got the waterproofing, I think, is on the inside, because the outside feels like it. Oh, yes, look. Look, the inside has been plasticized. I don't know if that's the technical term. Isn't that lovely? Oh, does that unpop? Hang on, is that just a... Oh, they've got a lovely look about them, haven't they? So there's that one. Oh, right, and the D-ring's on the outside, obviously. Oh, I mean, look at the craftsmanship. It's all good quality stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's all really good quality stuff, look. The fixtures and fittings. And then that lobster claw goes on there. And that lobster claw goes on this side. Oh, I haven't made the strap longer. It might not fit me, actually. I'll take my time showing you this one, then I'll show you the other colourway in a second. This was the colourway I would have, yes. Oh, come on, John, one job. There we go. And then the strap there, excuse me. There you go, makes a lovely long strap there. Fasten it up with the clasp there. Oh, do you know what? This is a brilliant one for travelling on the tube with, because you can keep it safe-wise. If your purse is in there or anything, you can keep it all nice and safe, can't you? Liking that. Love it. It's a good size. You can fit a lot in there. Now, I think it's saying that it can carry 10 kilos in it. It says 10 kilos on the label. Excuse me. It's beautiful, isn't it? Bamboo handles, gorgeous linen fabrics, plasticized. Oh, now I'm told, very limited. Very, very limited, that one. So now, if you like that bag, but you want it in a different colorway, exactly the same bag, but in the linen colour. Again, this is plasticized on the inside. Again, you get the strap. That's lovely, isn't it? Oh, now, this is a penny cheaper for some reason. That one's £54, this one's £53.99. Not quite sure why. Lovely, look. Joan Collins, south of France, we're thinking. Popping out for lunch and a bit of light shopping. They're gorgeous, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? She'd make Percy carry it, though, wouldn't she? And it's got the same strap I just showed you, yeah, the same strap. It's got almost like I love that, because it's like the shoulders, it looks like a little dress, doesn't it? There's the shoulders, the little sleeves. Wouldn't fit me. Oh, I like that range, beautiful. Okay, what's next? Bee bag now. This one's lovely as a craft bag, this one, isn't it? Got a zip across the top. Now, also the zip's longer like that, so that when you've got it full of goodies and you want to zip it up, you hold the end of the zip like that and just pull it across. And the same for opening it as well. Oh, yes, and if it was zipped up just from here to here, your space to get in would be smaller, when it's actually giving you a wider mouth to get the things in. Quilting on the inside. You don't have to keep anything to do with bees in it if you don't want to. Big pocket on the outside. Oh, I'm hearing Velcro. One-touch fastening on the outside there. You know what I nearly just said? I nearly just said, there's no music playing. We don't have music playing in the background, do we? Why did I think, this is obviously turning into a head cold now, isn't it? No, thank you. £24.99. Oh, you need to be sorted then. Okay. £24.99. Now, I've got another bag while I'm here. I've got two more bags. Let's do this craft bag with the notions on it here first. Same sort of idea, but instead of bumblebees, it's got notions. Very popular range, this one. Got the polka dot lining. Very relevant with all the tools on the outside. Now, this one's got like a doweling handle in it like this, same as the bumblebee one. This is matte, the bumblebee one was varnished. Again, the long zip. Then there'll be the pockets on the front with the one-touch fastening. No pockets on this side. Well, that's clashing with my shirt a bit, that one, isn't it? £18.99, that one. Hobby gift, large contemporary notions craft bag. Excuse me. Nice. Right, and I've got one other bag, which is a sewing machine bag to show you before I go over to the other side. Oh, hang on, I've just got to reach around here and get it. There we go. Nice, big bag to put your sewing machine in. There's the measurements, 20 by 43 by 37 centimetres. So you've got the wide space in there to put your sewing machine in. Little gel pack, the bottom there. Then, let me just zip it back up. You get the, now, I like this because they've thought about this, because you're carrying a heavy weight. Excuse me. Where the handles meet there, you see, you can put that in, then fold that across, and then you've got that nice sturdy handle there. Not only for strength, but also, you know when sometimes you carry something heavy and the straps are a bit flimsy. You get home and all across there, what's that bit called there? The pads. Burning, burning, burning. This is your... Oh, I don't know what it's like. You know when you go to the supermarket, you think, oh, I can take all this home, and you get halfway home, when you've walked, obviously, and you think, oh, I can't make it all the way home. So you have to get a cab. Yes, I have not a pop-in. Pop-in's got a car park. Right, okay. The pop-in's my local village shop, if anybody was wondering. Right, it's got a side pocket here. It's got an awful lot of labels in all these bags there. There you go. Big pocket on the side there. And then I think that's a love. Oh, yeah, and there's obviously the zip that you do right the way up. Oh, so you know what you can do? You can open the bag right the way up, look, right the way out, like that. So you can easily place your sewing machine. Look at that, it opens right the way out. So place your sewing machine in and then zip it round. That's brilliant, isn't it? £33.99. Right, before I go over to the other side, no, I've got one other storage thing. I'll just do the sewing box. Now this matches the sewing machine bag. The scattered cushions, backwards, there you go. Lovely little clasp there. It'll be magnetic, watch. Magnetic clasp. Now this is a small scattered buttons, 20 by 20 by 11 centimetres. Oh, look, it's got the little tray at the top. There's more labels, look. Got the pin cushion. I'm coming over to there to do that. Thank you. And then you've got the little packet there. £16.99. Lovely little Christmas gift that. Maybe for somebody who's just started sewing. I love the fact they've done the traditional kind of string bound around there and around the handle and everything. Oh. Okay, I've got a couple of pictures before I go over of things that people have made. Oh, look. Sarah's made this one. This is a Mandy Shaw one, isn't it? She says her two favourites are John and Lucy. Thank you very much indeed. She says, although it's irrelevant for today's show, she takes lots of inspiration from lots of other shows. That doesn't matter, my love. You send in your pictures whenever they're ready. That's lovely. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm looking for a best friend. That's fine. Just keep messaging in. Hannah might get a little bit jealous, though, because she thinks she's my best friend as well. Oh, Helen's got one of those Now, I don't think we had that one, did we? Was that the blue tit? Is that the one I had the other day? She made this for her mum's 70th birthday present for yesterday. Oh, isn't that lovely? Lots of work on it. Who's that one from, then? Helen. Oh, it's Lorraine. Oh, lovely. Wonder where are you going to go? Taking a posh purse like... Is that crazy, Lorraine? Yeah. I don't want to insult anyone else. That was all. That's a bit posh for you. She's got all her Christmas decorations up already, you know. Tree. And she's made loads, but I'm talking about a tree and her lights around the fireplace and everything. Mind you, where did I drive past yesterday thinking... Oh, I know. I was coming back from the Wirral and everything, and I was driving through a bit of... And everyone, a whole row of houses all had their Christmas trees up inside. I know. Right, before I carry on with my other bits and bobs, I'm just going to recap my tool bag. Oh, there's less than 10 left, that's why. There's less than 10 of these left, that's why. So now the handle's on the top edge this time. Oh, which one am I going to? There we go. There's a lovely handle. And it's at the top, what I was trying to show you is it's at the top edge here, the longer edge this time. But it's fantastic. So down, now there's less than 10, did you say, of these? Down the side here, we've got the 4 pockets. Now they're all the different depths. So that's that depth, that deep, that deep, that deep, that deep. So we've got your scrap crazy in the bottom one there. You've got your lovely little creative grids in there. I'll just show you that one. Sorry, that goes in there. Then this one has the slightly larger creative grids, which fits to a seat. These don't come in it, no, these don't come in it. These I'm just showing you. Just ideas of what you can store in there. Another ruler in there. Now, obviously you don't get the rulers. Then in here we've got the mesh pouch, zip-up pouch at the bottom for scissors and rotary cutters and threads and everything like that. Another pocket here. Oh, you know what you could put in there? You know, we did the Creative Grid hexes last week, like little, what am I trying to say? Templates, they could all go in there. Then you've got more rulers in here. Leave the instructions in there. Or, do you know what? I think maybe I just want to keep all my rulers and my cutting mat in it, because look, huge pocket. At the back. Yeah, if you're short of storage, put all your rulers in there, and then hang it on the back of the door, like that, or like that. On the back of the door would fit perfectly, wouldn't it? Oh, that is brilliant, but there are less than 10. There are less than 10 of those now. And, I'll take those, let me take those out. Fold it up. Fold it up. Fold it up. Look, it'll store in a drawer. It'll store in a drawer, that, wouldn't it? Right, now, there are only 5 left once everyone's checked out their baskets. Please be careful, please be. I only repeat myself, because I want anyone to miss out. Oh, yes. Oh, now, this has already got things in it again, but now, obviously, the things inside don't come in it. I was just using it to show what you can fit into this. So there's a pocket there for your rotary cutter. I've got nowhere to put it, I'll leave it in. Tools, there's a pincushion there. Now that pincushion comes with it, and it's detachable. Excuse me, little pockets across the top here. And then, it's got the strap, so you can turn it into a shoulder bag. And then, actually, I wonder if that fits in there. Oh, yeah, look. God, look. And then, in here, did you see me unravel that? And then you've got your blocks, if you've done blocks. Oh, I notice mine's not in here. Oh, who did that? That's lovely. Oh, that's gorgeous. And then there's a room for a ruler. In fact, there's a false bottom. Hannah's got one of those. No, exactly. Oh, I'm getting very sniffly, I do apologise. Okay, that's beautiful. How much? £34.99. I'll put the strap back in. £34.99. They're both brilliant, aren't they? Oh, you could have them both. You could have them both. You could have a matching set. For, what was the other £34.99 as well? Hannah? Okay. I think they were both £34.99. You could have them both for £70, couldn't you? You don't get the tools inside it, remember, though. I was just showing you how the tools went inside it. Okay, brilliant. Oh. I'm here. Can you see it? I think the wheels are so smooth on this. Let's go to sewing machine. You don't get the sewing machine that's in it. But plenty of room. It's got the 540 in there. If you look, R540 it's got in there. Pockets, 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 zippy pockets, more pockets, lovely sturdy wheels. And then this at the front is lovely. Look at this. Well, what do you put in there? You put your scissors in there, your rotary cutter, dressmaking patterns, anything you like. It's even got a zip on the front. I'm sorry, I've turned it around. Zip on the front there as well. I love the fact that it's big. It's very 50s, isn't it? They're big polka dots with the black, white, and red trim. Oh, excuse me. I just lifted it down. So that's £69.99. Right, okay. Bend the knees. That's got a sewing machine in it, remember? Doesn't come with it in it, no. Right, I need the big keys. So let's start off. I had 3 Irene accessories this morning. Hundreds of these lovely little things have sold. It is an automatic needle threader for all types of needles, £5.95. Now, if you want to see a display of it, go to the 9 o'clock hour on YouTube today, and you'll see a 9-minute film of Irene demonstrating it. Hundreds have gone. Hundreds have sold. We're on a still of it there. Loads of people have multi-bought that one. Okay, so that's flying out. Brilliant Christmas presents. Another thing that's flying out, I presume, for Christmas presents is this. The telescopic magnetic pickup tool. Now, obviously, this is attached to the yellow card here. Yours will be attached to the yellow card when it arrives, but you don't need to keep it on the yellow card. But I'm just going to show you now. And then you see there. Now, one thing I will say is if you've got a pacemaker, don't you put this in your top pocket. But you can use it, and you see it's like a pen, like a top pocket there. Right, okay. Look, it does this. Extends out, right? Then imagine you go, oh, drop my keys. Oh, can't reach it, can't reach it. Oh. See? I mean, it's meant for sewing, but I'm just showing you how the weight that it picks up. And they're not like those keys. So the idea is if you drop your pins on the floor, even if you haven't dropped them on the floor, if you just drop them on your table, you've got a big table like this, you want to catch them all up. Oh, no, not that, John, that's the bowl. Oops. Now, it doesn't pick up gold or silver, does it? No, it doesn't work with gold or silver, does it? Isn't that right? The vegan will know, hang on. No, the vegan looks shocked. Oh, I've got to stop now. Oh, our baubles are plastic. No, right. Hannah's bored with me now with me testing this. No, oh. Right, okay, that's that done. And then this lovely little bowl here. Oh, excuse me, do apologise. Oh, hang on. That's still the magnetic retrieval pen that's there. There's a little bowl now. These are fantastic. Because not only, so you can use them to drop in, you could use them for paper clips, drawing pins. It's what? At £4.95. Well, Irene? Oh, see, I'm very confused. Right, and then also, I'll have to bring up my messy one. Look at this. If you've got a metal shelf, look at this, they just stick to it. Just mean, so you can have loads of them with all your different metallic things in. It's brilliant, isn't it? Oh. It's very strong magnet. Very, very strong magnet. Right, okay, let me put that there. The bobbin ring. Now, Lucy's got a few of these. If you want somewhere to keep your bobbins, excuse me. Now, if you have smaller bobbins, there is a trick to make it smaller. You drop this in boiling hot water. Was it 15 seconds or 15 minutes? Let me just double check. Oh, seconds. To adjust the width of the bobbin channel, submerge the ring in boiling water for 15 to 20 seconds, remove and press the sides together, then dip it in cold water. So you have to be prepared for that. But the normal bobbins fit in it, look, $9.99. And also, if you see here, your threads normally, let me just put that one in. You don't get the bobbins with the threads in, but because of the nature of the rubber that it's made out of, it keeps the ends, oh, it's not going to do it for me now, is it? It's one of those days today. Keeps the ends all neat and tidy in there. £9.99. So you can just fill it, you see, fill it completely with bobbins. See all the colours straight away. They're not going to fall out. He said, I thought, I've not tried that. I'm going to say, not fall out. £9.99. But if you don't want a bobbin holder like that, if you want a more traditional bobbin holder, then how about this one for 32 spools? I don't know if I can get the cardboard off this one. Is it stuck on? Oh, there you go. For 32 spools. Sorry, sniffing away in the background here. I've got the Joe Carters, haven't I, today? It's a really lovely, sturdy box. See-through top, so you keep all your bobbins in there. £4.49. Now, it's got a bit of a curved top, so you can't stack them. What you can stack, though, for your threads are these. Now, where's the inside bit? It's got a little lovely picture on it normally, isn't it? These are the Gutermann. I'll get some threads to put in it. There we go. Now you're thinking, oh, John, they're too big. Because look, they stick out the top. Well, no, they don't, because look. How gorgeous they're going to look. This is the most popular size, the 27 threads. £6.49, and you can stack them. But also, when they're on your shelf, you can see the colours in there. And they're not going to get dusty. Lots of people asking about the measurements of my trolley. Were they not on the graphics? Was that the one not on the graphics? It's just like me. Okay, if they've got larger machines, so hang on. Well, what I could do... No, that's fine. I'll measure. So the bag itself across here is 23 centimetres, 9 inches. That's this bit here. That's that bit there, 9 inches, right? Then across this way, it's 17.5 inches, which is 45 centimetres. And then the depth of the actual bag itself is... Go from what? Yes or no, but that's... You know what I mean? I have to go from the shortest side, wouldn't I? Because if I measure that and it's a bit tall, it won't fit up there, I don't think. I'll just do this very quickly. You want what? 35 centimetres, 14 inches in height. Well, let me just take, because there's plenty of room for the 540 in there. In fact, I was going to say, if you find the sizes of the 540, don't worry, I'll do it. So this fits easily. 18 centimetre depth, 39.5 centimetre that way, and height 30 centimetres. That fits easily in there, as you can see there. Oh, you see now the bag weighs nothing at all, right? The bag weighs nothing at all. Obviously, it's the weighting machine, but then now that the machine's not in there, I can show you the bottom. Look, it's got resting feet here, so if you stop, it doesn't tilt over. And you've got like a double wheel detailing on there. Obviously, you don't have to keep the machine in it, but it's perfect for moving your machine around. But look. Lovely if you're going to craft market. Well, you could use it for all sorts, but I mean, the craft markets, brilliant. Do what? Yeah, Hannah would use it to go to her local shop. Aldi. No, it's not Aldi, I couldn't use it. Wilko's. $69.99, it's fantastic, isn't it? Okay. It doesn't come off. You know, sometimes they lift off. This doesn't lift off at all. This is attached. No, I like that better because it's not going to slip, is it? The what? What did you say? Oh, my fold and store canvas bag. That one's over there. Is that one? Oh, yes. Okay. Hang on. Let me put this. I'll put this away first. See, in real telly, there's people to help you and everything. We've only got 2 floor managers in today. My designer magazine rack, which I adore. It's not a magazine rack. You can use it for whatever you want. Use it for whatever you want if you wanted to. This is what I do. It's cool, it's contemporary, it's stylish, it's natural, it's got bamboo handles. Look. I just think it's gorgeous. I think it's so lovely. No, I'm not finding on here now. $59.99. I just think it's gorgeous. Obviously, use it as a craft bag. Clean logs by the fire if you wanted to. Or magazines. I think it'd be beautiful as a magazine. And also keep your jobby in it for the telly. Then you know where. No. Then you know where it always is. And also it folds up. Hang on, I can't get, oh, no, you have to push the bottom up like that. Folds up like that, so if you want to store it away. It does fold up, it's weird because it folds up like that, so it's not flat flush, but you wouldn't want to fold it up. No, I just think you'd always want it open. And there's loads of room, look. Look how wide it goes. Yeah. It's lovely, isn't it? And then what you do to fold it up is just push the bottom up, and it just folds like that, and then it folds in on itself like that. Fantastic. Really, really lovely. Right. Okay. Anne, I don't think so. Yeah, now Anne's asking if the 680 fits in the bag. I wouldn't want to take my 680 out, Anne. I'd only want the 680 at the house and then take one of the others if I was going to classes and everything. But I don't think, I'll get Jay or Chris to test it. Oh, it definitely doesn't. They tried it. It definitely doesn't fit. So sorry about that, Anne, my love. But just keep it at home. Don't be travelling around with that. Right. Yep. Right, I'm down to less than 10 of these. This one, yeah. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. So now this is plasticized. I'm not sure if that's the actual technical term. But if you think it's crinkly and waterproof on the inside. Just a minute. It's got a D-ring there for you to attach your keys to if you wanted to, or anything you want to. It's got the little tab going across with the popper detail. You've got this strap as well, which you can attach to make it into a shoulder bag, but you don't have to. It looks lovely. That comes with it. But it looks lovely. I'm thinking Joan Collins in Monte Carlo, going for lunch. Hang on. Or a little bit of shopping. Put a spare pair of shoes in there, couldn't you? It's crisp and lovely. But also, if it does start raining, the outside's obviously going to get wet, but it's not going to go through because the whole inside is all plastic. It's fantastic, isn't it? Plastic, fantastic, that. Less than 10 left, though, £54. Beautiful. Put the strap in there so it doesn't get lost. Oh, yes, somebody's asked to see that. Oh, yes. Oh, now, has it loaded up again? Oh, no, there's some left in it. Thank you. Somebody's asked to see this, that if you're doing quilting, you got the one in the packet as well. Please, thanks. If you're doing quilting, right, this is brilliant. If you don't want to do safety pins or do basting, then this is brilliant. What happens is the little plastic, what's happened is that's normally got lots of little plastic. It's all gone in. There's just, oh, you can see them there. There's just a few of the little plastic tags left. What you do is you take the little safety thing off. Imagine this is your sandwich of your front of your quilt, your wadding and your backing, and you're just trying to baste them all together. Then you just push the needle through, pull the handle, and then you're just holding all of the layers in place. It makes your basting so much easier, doesn't it? And you can sew over those. And then when it's all finished, you just snip the backs and they come out. I'll just show you what it looks like in a packet, because it does come with black and white little plastic tabs. So for $22.99, you get the, I don't want to call it a gun, the tool, and all of the those black and white tabs in there as well. And then if you think, oh, what happens, John, when I run out of tabs? Well, that's easy. I'm just going to put the safety thing back on here, because we sell the replacement ones as well. Black first. Now, this is very boring to look at, but there's 1,200, I think, in there. Are there 1,200 in there, did we say? Yeah. Micro fasteners, they're called, for $4.99. Oh, Angie, who asked for the machine to be, she asked Simon when Simon was here to get the tool in. And then she was like, how many of those do you get in the refill? How many of those? Because I can imagine on a big double quilt, you're going to use a lot, aren't you? But it's there, it's all in place once they're done. Then that's the black, and I've got it in the white. These are the white ones. Very boring to look at, I know. Very practical, but very, very, very popular as well. $4.99. Oh, they're called neutral. They're called neutral, not white, neutral. At £4.99. What else would you like me to talk about now? No, which one? Oh, yes, I'll do that now. I'll just put those away. We've also got, if you've, has the other one sold out yet then, the ruler one? Right, there's two, you know the carry case with all the ruler, that you can put all your rulers, there's only two of those left. You want that, $34.99. But if you want this one, excuse me, made by the same people. Now, obviously, you don't get, I filled it with a kit, but you don't get any of this in it. But we're just showing you get this, which is a detachable pin cushion. You got the little pocket up here. Now, that's got three little sections in it. You see, three little sections like that and like that and like that. You got a needle, thread your needles through. Room for your rotary cutters. Elastication there for things, pens and little tools to go through. Two little pockets there. Oh, that's fallen out. You get the strap to make it into a shoulder bag. Then look at, I love this bit here. It's like a posh suitcase, isn't it, this? You get the crisscross to hold everything in place. And then in there, we've suggested that you could put your blocks that you've made. Oh, look, there's Alison Glass in there. And then also your square rulers or other rulers could fit in there. Obviously, you don't get any of this in it. You don't get any of the accessories in it. We're just showing you how it works. It's lovely, isn't it? Gorgeous bag. Oh, we've got a question from Avril. How do I obtain the magazine offer? Hello, Avril, my lovely. Were you born in April? Right. What you have to do, if you don't know what Avril's talking about, we've been saying today, we work into conjunction with 3 magazines, Simply Sewing, Today's Quilter, and Love Patchwork and Quilting. If you go out, we're just saying, why not subscribe? Have a look, right, because we've got this special offer. Go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. You'll see there next to me, chatting away there, the UK, they moves, by the way, it does flick through, there are other ones that it flicks across from. The UK's finally saying, click on that. Then you'll see the 3 magazines, Love Patchwork and Quilting, Simply Sewing, and Today's Quilter. We're discussing Today's Quilter today. Scroll down to the bottom, click on subscribe today. Can't speak, can I? And then, but all 3 of them come up, if you subscribe now, you get 72% off. 72% off. So you get your first 3 for £5, is that right? I can't see it's yeah, if you go to the, if you look at the, if you press on View Offers, it tells you exactly what the offer exactly is. But you do save 72% on your annual subscription. The magazine itself is just stunning. This quilt here, now, if you subscribe today, you won't get this one. This is the one that's in the shop. It'll be the next available one. But just as an example, right, the one that's on the shops today, which I would go and get, then first of all to see how much you love the magazine, but also it's got a 20% off items at Sewing Quarter in there. And I'll just show you very quickly. It's got quilt ideas. Lots of the designers that we use and fabrics that we use are on here as well. There you go. That's what we had this morning, the Alison Glass quilt that Lucy did. Oh, if you want that, there's still some, but look, tips on tools and everything. There's so much going on in all of these magazines. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Okay, but in this month, you also get this free complete magazine, all about this beautiful, beautiful period quilts and the fabric collections that go with them. And you also get the 2-in-1, excuse me, it's just about the end of the show. There's always a gift. There's always something in it extra. Fantastic, isn't it? So just go to the website, Avril, my love, and you'll see it all there. You'll see it all there. I'm sure if you ring, if you're not a websitey person, if you ring the call centre, they'll be able to help you. They're brilliant in the call centre. Okay. The spool box, this one 32. Oh, you don't mean spool box, you mean thread. 27. 27 threads you're holding there. Excuse me. £6.49. 27 Gutermann threads in there. It's good quality as well, look. And you can just stack them. Multi-buy and stack, that's what I say. Oh, and good point, John. I wouldn't take mine out either. She's talking about the 680. She's talking about but people could just want to store their machine away if they haven't got a sewing room. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But then they could make a beautiful quilted one like Lucy made, remember? Out of the one of the fat quarters we did. But yes, you're right, Anne. You're right. I wouldn't take the 680 out either. But good idea. I didn't think about that. I just presumed you'd leave it out on the table. But not everyone can do it. Even Lucy can't do that because she sews in the dining room, doesn't she? In her house. Right. The magnetic pin bowl. Oh. Okay, ladies message in said she loves this little bowl. The magnetic bowl for pins and needles is a 4-inch, £4.95. The bottom is also magnetic as well, so if you've got pins on around. And then she said, I love the trolley that you put it on. Can you remember where they're from? I think it's from a very well-known Swedish company where you can buy meatballs and really lovely cups. And, oh, I've got cups, big white, oh, they're lovely, the teacups I've got from there, big white porcelain teacups. And they were very reasonable. I don't know if this have got them. And it has blue and yellow signage. That's where the trolley came from. If you want to stick your pin bowl to your trolley, you can't see that. You can hear it, though. Right, can I go home now? I don't feel very well. Oh, I've got loads to do. I can't go home. Got voiceovers to do, got all sorts. Oh. Should I have a jacket potatoes today? Yeah, the vegan says yes. I'm having cheese on it, so you won't like that. Contemporary notions with the wooden handles. Like 4, what's that, the 2 Ronnies? 4 candles. $18.99, it's lovely. It's got that gorgeous, bright, spotty lining in there. You've got the spotty lining in there with the Velcro one-touch fastening. $18.99. Right, I'm going to go over to the side now before I finish the show. Because, oh, now remember tomorrow is Black Friday tomorrow. I'm not allowed to tell you what the offers are, even though the advert says we will reveal it soon. All I can tell you is the offers are brilliant. I'm on tomorrow. And the shows, I think, will take a different format. We're going to find out now when we go through. We're not going to show a menu because it just all says Black Friday deals, but it's so worth tuning in tomorrow. It's only for the 24 hours, remember? The Black Friday is only for 24 hours, like it says in the advert. Right. I need to tell you, there's lots and lots and lots. You got this in your basket, and I need you to check out, because are there too many in the basket? Oh, okay, right. If everybody checked out now, there'll be 2 left. If everybody checks out now, there'll be 2 left. So if you have got that in your basket, or if you do want it, ring the call centre, because there are 2 that are not in baskets at the moment. At £34.99. It's gorgeous because it's got all these different pockets, right? And you can fit, look at this, right? This one at the top here. You don't get the rulers. Obviously, you don't get the rulers with it, but it's got pockets to fit all size rulers in there. It's just brilliant. But if you have got that in your basket, as I always say, you do need to check out, because I don't want anyone to miss out. And I don't tell you to add undue pressure. I just know that you don't like it when, well, I hate it when I miss out on something. And I'm going to be here all tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night I'm going to Blenheim Palace. I'm not going to do any Black Friday shopping myself. Right, I'm going now. I will. Thank you very much for all your Guess Better Soon messages. I don't know where it's come. I think I've just overdone it this week, that's all. I'm back tomorrow morning, God willing, with Black Friday specials. And, well, we're all excited. We're going to find out now exactly what it is, but I know one of the deals, and one of the deals is just incredible. So thanks ever so much for all your messages. Thanks for being in touch. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Don't be late. This Black Friday, it's time to treat yourself courtesy of Sewing Quarter. We're adding a splash of colour to Black Friday, Sewing Quarter style, with outstanding offers and delightful discounts exclusively available on the 24th of November for 1 day only. From designer fabrics to sewing machines, you'll be able to grab a special deal on Sewing Quarter products starting midnight this Thursday and ending when the clock strikes midnight on Black Friday. We'll be revealing all very soon, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled for more information on our amazing deals.